Okay, now everybody can hear y'all. So we're live and everybody can hear y'all. Alright. Is that you, Sinister?
Yeah. Hold on.
Over there watching commercials and shit. Just commercials.
All right. I guess we're gonna get started. What's up, everybody? What's going on? This is your boy Real Game 27 back again with another podcast. Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast episode. I don't know what the hell this is. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I want to talk about this cross-platform, this whole entire drama going on between, I guess, Sony and everybody else, because it seems that everybody else is pretty pissed off about Sony right now, and it's for good reason. It seems that everybody is on board with it. The gaming industry is grilling Sony for the first time this generation, because it seems like they've been grilling Microsoft or Nintendo, and it seems that they're getting that Microsoft Sony type of treatment as far as the media goes. So yeah, it's not looking good on that side. So we want to discuss about this. I also want to talk about GameStop. It's not looking too good for GameStop as well. They looking for a potential buyer, and maybe that's one of the reasons why. I forgot the name of the last CEO. He quit within 3 months after employment for some strange reason. So this is probably the reason why he quit, because they're not doing too good, and probably discussing about this whole entire digital distribution. Will we been going strictly digital gaming in next 4 to 5 years? I don't know. And I also want to talk about Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus, and there's been a lot of discussion about that as far as that being anti-consumer, and I just want to give my thoughts about that. Yeah, I understand about you get to play games on PC online for free and all that, but what benefits do you have as far as well, of course that is the benefit, you're playing for free, but what benefits do you have for paying $60 a year on PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live? So I want to discuss this as well, because it seems that a lot of people has been telling me about this, about Microsoft. They you can't play Fortnite without Xbox Live account, but you can play Fortnite without a PlayStation Plus account. So it just looks back and forth crap. But yeah, like, I guess before we start, let's go ahead and get our introductions out the way. Starting with you, Nick. What's up, Nick? I didn't know you was here.
Hey, what's going on? This is Walker Buffstorm.
Oh, that's right. He changed his goddamn name. God damn it, Nick. Fucking Nick. Walker Buffstorm. Oh,
just
my
kidding.
God.
My channel is still called Game Dick Incorporated, but it's the whole Walker Buffstorm thing is an inside joke. But y'all can refer me to that too now if you want. It doesn't really matter. But so here for another episode of Real Talk Real Gamer, and so let's get this started. I'm also looking at Steam sales right now while I'm doing this. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm right.
All right, Thrash, what's your intro, man? I guess he's not with us. All right, what about you? What about you, Dirty?
Yo, what's up, people? What's up, YouTube?
I was with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go before me, bro. My bad. I was with you. I was looking at the chat room and forgot I was muted.
No, that's good. Go ahead, Dirty.
This your boy Dirty. We're about to get into a discussion, so let's go.
All right, go ahead, Thrash.
All right, y'all know what it is. King Thrash Gaming, man. I can't wait for this discussion because I got a few topics to talk about when it comes to these topics. So let's get it on.
All right. Yeah, we have a guest on this channel, and y'all probably know who this person is. He pops by once a year. He used to be a regular on this podcast, but he's working like 10 jobs. I don't know what's going on, man. I heard he got like 10 baby moms, man. It's not doing too well over there, man. I keep telling this guy to move to Texas, man. It's better opportunities out there, but he's making less than minimum wage out there in New York, struggling. So I also think he told me he was bouncing between homeless shelters, man. So y'all give y'all a round of applause and your sympathy for Retro Bro. What's up, Retro?
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. It's been a while. Let's get to these topics.
All right, man. All right, Sinister.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your main man, Sinister. Just ready to get this rolling. Let's go.
All right, last but not least, let's go with you, Zen.
What's going on, people? You know what it is. Let's get this thing going.
All right, so okay, what can we talk about first? Okay, let's get this little topic out the way. I want to talk about this Xbox Live versus PlayStation 4. The PlayStation Plus. You know, I know like a lot of us, we're still not the big fans of paying $60 a year since PC gaming has always been free. You know, but I always said that I don't really have a huge problem with it because the fact that we get a lot of games, at least 2 to 3 games at the end of the month, every month. But it's just like sometimes I just be like, okay, I don't really care about a lot of these games we be getting. So is this what we paying for at $60? And the people that play on Windows 10 for free, like what's going on with that? Like what are the benefits that we are having paying $60 a year for Xbox Live, and people on Windows 10 is free, and they have all the advantages when it comes to playing online, frame rates, resolution, everything is on PC is superior than console, and they don't have to pay nothing.
Well, that's the benefit, real.
Yeah.
All your hard-earned tax dollars that you guys are working towards are going to the greater good, the power of PC.
The power of PC. So yeah, like I know this has been a hot topic about this, and like I say, man, I'm not really much of a PC gamer, so I don't know what games y'all get. I don't know if y'all get games for free. I don't know. Y'all already playing for free online anyway, so I don't know what benefits that y'all have, in which the console players have. But I don't know. Yeah, I got a couple PC gamers in here, so maybe y'all can help me out here. So matter of fact, Nick, let's start with you, man. As a ex-console owner. You tasted the glorious PC master race.
Whoa, hold on, I'm not suddenly anti-console.
No. I didn't say anti-console. I said ex-console. No, I said ex-console owner. That's what I said.
We of the PC delegation like to consider ourselves conservative.
Oh, conservative. Jesus Christ.
I still have my system, my consoles here.
Nah, you ain't no neutral game. You either PC or console. You better choose one. Hey, I want you to know, no, I'm a neutral. Fuck that shit out of here, man. Get out of here with that shit.
So for the sake of argument, I'm gonna go ahead and say fine. I'm an ex-console guy. I'm all PC now.
So as a person that of course you still got your console, but you gaming mostly on PC now. What is the difference? You don't have to pay nothing online. You got a PS4 and Xbox. You was paying your subscription fees every year and all that. Of course you know the benefits that you get for paying for that. But comparing the console subscription versus the PC, well, you don't get no subscription. Well, it's free. What's your comparisons between the two?
Well, I'm actually going to kind of expose myself right here, but so far I have not actually played any PC games online.
He exposed himself.
So I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that, but I gotta put that out there. Like I've only been playing single player games, so I mean it's definitely nice to see the. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have fun because I haven't really played a lot of online games. The only online games I'm playing lately are Fortnite and Mario Kart, and I'm doing that on the Switch.
But see, there's nothing wrong with that. The whole point of the PC culture is to have variety in gaming. There's a large amount of people on Steam that only play single player games. The point of the whole thing of playing on PC is to have choice. So it's different from console culture in the sense that everyone plays online games, because for us, everyone goes their own direction. It's almost equal to where you find people playing single player games, where you have them playing online games, where you might have them playing 2-player beat 'em ups like Ninja Turtles and Streets of Rage. Like everyone's everywhere, and you can just go anywhere and play, and there'll be plenty of people to play with. At least that's been my experience for the last 5 years.
And like the only online people I'm playing online with, real, is basically you and all the other guys like Alex and stuff. So I haven't really been doing much of random online lately.
Yeah.
If at all. So it's kind of hard for me to make these comparisons. I'm not really in my consoles. I'm just not much of an online gamer and stuff like that. So like most games I play are single player, and if I do play online, it's usually just with like friends I know for sure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's basically my take on it. I mean, it's nice to have it free online, and like I know we're gonna talk about it later. The whole crossplay thing is gonna make that a little better for everybody. except for maybe Sony. I don't know, but I'll talk about that when we get to that point. But
Oh God.
Fucking
like I
sorry.
said,
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that after this.
I'm not saying. I'm not so maybe
God.
I'm probably not the best person to ask about this.
Okay. Who else is a PC guy? I know Retro Bro. I think you the only PC guy here besides Nick, right?
I believe so, and I'll gladly take the floor. I got plenty of pros and cons on PC.
All right.
Yeah, I can tell by your shoes he was a PC guy. When I saw your shoes, I was like, yeah, he's PC only.
So here's some of the pros of PC. I've been on the platform for 5 years, and I can say I have not looked back. I do play console gaming, but not a whole lot due to the fact that there's a lot of things that kind of irk me with what they do with the system, and I feel like they take advantage of you guys and your hard-earned money, but that's my personal opinion. So one of the bigger things with PC that makes it fun is you can literally go anywhere. Like anyone on any game you can play, and you would never think somebody would be on. Like you can play something as old as Borderlands 1 and 2, and there's still a large amount of people playing, so you can play with people all the time. And it's just nice to be able to have a variety and know that there's a community there to play with. On top of that, we also can get full refunds. Now the basic rule to the refund policy is if you play a game 2 hours or less, you can get a refund on it. However, there is exceptions to those rules, and I've had the exception at least 3 times. If you play a game that you played longer than 2 hours, the game is really buggy, it's having a lot of issues, you can uninstall the game. You can actually contact Steam, give them like maybe a 2-paragraph summary explaining why you should get your money back after playing 2 hours, and if it sounds like reasonable, they'll give you your money back for it. So that's actually
You're talking digital. That's only digital, right? Because on consoles, you can
only
return
digital.
physical. You can return physical on consoles.
You can,
after
but
7 days.
you can, but GameStop doesn't give you a decent amount of your money, and the only way you get your whole money back at GameStop is if you get a used game, not necessarily a new one. So you have that problem too. The other thing is on Steam, you can buy games for friends. I've met a lot of people on Steam over the last 5 years that I've made friends with from playing other online games. And if you're really good, a lot of times they will buy you a little cheap game so you can squad up with them. And then you'll meet some friends that you feel the same way, and you'll buy like a little cheap game for them to play along with you. Like it's part of the community. Like I remember, I think
Xbox. You can do it on Xbox though, right? You can get games on Xbox.
You can do it on every console. I've just never seen.
No, not PS4.
Really? You can't do it on PlayStation 4?
Let me pay some bills. Let me pay some bills right quick. Appreciate the donation, Stuart Stokes. Say in an interview yesterday, Microsoft said Gears 5 and Halo Infinite will prioritize PC over Xbox. That that plus Microsoft exclusives proves Xbox is irrelevant. So that's basically what he said in this this little deal. So I don't know.
I mean, I agree. I believe since Zen and Real are actually here today, do you remember, I want to say 2 years ago, when we were first talking about Xbox, and I was talking about how Xbox was slowly becoming irrelevant and how Microsoft originally wanted to get rid of the Xbox division because they didn't feel like it was worth the time to keep investing in it? More and more as we go down the road, that's proving to be true. It's been known for a while now that they've been trying to slowly work over the full PC, and they've really just kind of been damage controlling it. But as we go on now, you see where we're going. Like, it's definitely going to happen. And it only really makes sense. Not to say that they're not profiting off of Xbox per se, but if they just go full PC, they'll make a lot more money because they're no longer building the physical consoles. They have all the games digitally. And right now, as far as computers go, most people buy Windows over Apple as it is, and though it does have some mistakes like the whole updates and whatnot when we first get them, a lot of times Microsoft operating systems are pretty decent and you can get everything, so it's more accessibility to them as far as having an audience and not putting in more money into like all the additional labor like actually having a physical console and whatnot. On top of that, we already know that the Xbox community, unfortunately, don't buy a large amount of the decent games. Sunset Overdrive V1. They didn't really put any money in Rise of the Tomb Raider, and when they started putting more of those games over to the PC side, they started making money.
Yeah.
Cuphead is one of them.
That's a smart thing. It's a business move. Might not be the most popular move amongst the Xbox fan base, but I can understand from business aspects. I can understand that. So, okay, we got another piece. Anybody else a PC besides? Okay, Alex is here. Anybody game on PC? Thrash, Zen, Sinister?
Nah. I avoid that. I avoid PC at all costs.
Pretty much what he said.
Yeah, me too. All right, Alex. Since half of us are console peasants, like, give us your intake, man. Give us your knowledge, man. Your knowledge. With your long hair, looking down on us like we're peasants, man. I hate y'all PC guys. You know that, Alex? I fucking hate y'all. I fucking hate y'all.
I suppose I could take a moment to come down from the heavens and speak.
Oh my God. Okay.
I can make some time for the local serfs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
what
we was
to know about the glorious PC.
No, we was doing this Xbox Live and the PlayStation Plus and the pros and the cons between those two versus PC. Of course, you get the game on PC for free. But what's the pros and cons? You know, I'm just saying, like, just give us your thoughts and opinions about their online versus the console online.
Well, I'm not sure if this was mentioned earlier, but a lot of games on PC do use dedicated servers, so it's not a lot of this peer-to-peer stuff. So the online experience, for the most part, is better. That's just the nature of PC. As far as like Xbox, you have to pay for Xbox Live. To be honest, guys, it is what it is. They've been doing it since 2002. You're never gonna get rid of it. They've made too much money from it. It's not going away. Even though PC gets it for free. The reason PC gets it for free is because maybe 10 years back, Microsoft tried to charge for Xbox Live on PC. PC gamers told them no immediately. And it was a massive failure.
Hats off.
And just to let y'all know, he's summarizing and paraphrasing. Like, we didn't just say no, we dragged the hell out of them. They even got roasted quite a bit.
They got roasted for a long time. I just summarized to make the story a little shorter. But the basic reality is Xbox gamers, for the most part, don't seem to mind paying for online, so why would Microsoft ever stop charging?
I understand.
It is what it is.
Can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to add something to that too, because of the Xbox fanboys that they accepted this bullshit paying. It actually had Sony like,
That's true. That is true.
Must accept this shit.
That's true.
They must accept this shit.
Sony,
if they accept it, we gonna do it too.
Sony was the good guy for a lot of years. PS3, they were giving it away for free. Then PS4, they were like, we're tired of doing this for free. Xbox gamers pay, we'll make our gamers pay.
No, when they started the generation, I was charging $50, and all of a sudden charged $60 and gave us no reason.
Yeah.
It was $50 at first.
The price point is the same.
Isn't that a bit of a stretching of the truth? I mean, Sony was the good guys for giving the PS3s online away.
Goes.
Who the hell would pay for PS3s online?
Well, you know what I mean. Like, they weren't charging.
I honestly never had real problems with the PS3s online though.
Like, obviously,
I really never had no problems with it.
Was nowhere near.
You played a lot of the bigger bigger online games for PS3. Those had a lot of problems. For example, DC Online for almost 2 years straight, the accounts and stuff would end up deleting themselves sometimes in PS3, and they would not give you any refund or try to fix it.
Oh, fucking so! I hate their customer service, dude. I fucking hate them. I'm still having problems with my card information. They still hadn't fixed it. Oh, they suck, dude.
I don't know. I ain't really had too much problem with they online. I never played DC Online though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a software problem though. You know what I'm saying? I play shit like Tekken. I mean, just taking Call of Duty. You know, the massive, big player online 32 count Battlefield games, and never really had any problems that I didn't have on the Xbox or anywhere else for that matter. You know what I'm saying? For free.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
The fuck, like a bunch of people just
what the hell just happened? Dang! What the hell just happened?
Oh, that was crazy.
Like, you've got too many damn people in the hangar.
Did everyone just drop or something?
No, about half the panel dropped out.
Okay.
So Thrash left. Who else left? Okay, Sinister.
Yeah.
Now that's Echo. Man, I don't know, man. Hanger's been tripping, dude. Y'all heard Echo? I heard an Echo.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, what we talking about this whole online thing? Okay, this is annoying. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't understand now in 2018 after you've been paying for Xbox Live for 16 years, why all of a sudden you guys think you're gonna get it free.
Okay, there's still an echo going on around here, guys. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, they don't hear nothing? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. This is OBS problem. Hold on.
Myself, man.
Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Man.
Man, I still hear an echo, man.
I hear it too.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, really?
Like
I hear
Someone
it.
in the chat said that's better.
Oh, really? Okay. I just heard just a little bit. Maybe we should play the mute game. Okay. That's okay. I don't hear no echo now.
All right, how about now?
Good. I don't hear no echo.
I don't hear you.
Okay. Anybody, Zen? Anybody else?
Check.
Nah, I don't hear anything.
Less than 1
Check.
Alex?
Yeah, I don't hear any echo.
Okay, I guess it's gone now. That was pretty weird.
My theory is when people got booted out and they were trying to come in, it was kind of like buffering in between with them trying to come in, and that just caused the echo.
Possibly.
Yeah, probably.
All right. This OBS has been really tripping lately, dude. Okay, now where's my video? Okay, what we talking about? Oh, there it is.
I'm seeing it. It's you.
Okay, yeah.
The echo is back.
You drop it and come back in.
Alright. So it's more about Hangouts, Google Hangouts than OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google Hangouts is trash.
Yes, it is. Okay, now I don't hear the echo.
Yo, real, the chat is roasting you.
About
They
what?
said the passive ability of all your laptops is the echo.
Is the echo?
All right, are we good now?
Yeah, that Gorilla Soul song.
Yep. Yeah, we good. We good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we good. Okay, yeah. My deal won't work. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to do some adjustments. But yeah, like I said, I ain't much of a PC gamer. Would I go PC one day? I don't know. Maybe so. A lot of people really want me to go PC.
No, stay on console, real. This is too hard for you.
It's too hard for me. Okay, how about Real does what the fuck he wants to do? How about I do what the fuck I want to do and you do what the fuck you want to do? How about bitch, you stay in your lane.
I am.
Okay, bitch. Shit. Okay. Like I was. See. You know why we always getting into it, Alex? Because your little smart ass mouth got something to say.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No. Are we trying to?
I'm not going to PC. I'm not going to PC until they get some real exclusives, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been talking about this whole time. What PC exclusives do y'all know? Oh, hell no. What PC exclusive do y'all have? What? No. Y'all only just
how they say they're the master race, but they ain't got
no fucking PC. No exclusives.
I'm about to answer that right now. You don't know PC has more than 1,000 different exclusives. There's plenty of web games, plenty of mobile games, plenty of PC games that come out every day.
You're right.
So you said they got a bunch of cell phone games on PC?
How many of those are winning game of the year, my nigga? That's what I like that. It does matter. You're the master race. The master race is supposed to have the best of the best.
But look, if people are still buying the game and you're making the money, then what's the problem?
But if RTSs and retro remakes, I mean, it just.
What?
If Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo turn up with mobile games to an award show, we all trashing them. So let's just stop that immediately.
Man, I swear every day. Go ahead.
I'm just saying y'all ain't got no good games. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, the best games y'all got is Xbox games now. Ain't that crazy?
But every year, at the end of the year, the past few years of the
PC out so much.
Okay.
I'm not sure at all.
So
Steam is still a higher platform than Microsoft.
But hold on, wait.
Better than what games is what I'm a gamer, so games is my forte.
That's what I'm saying. Just because you're not interested in the games don't mean people aren't playing it.
But on I got a question. I got a question on PC. What is that major game exclusive that catches the world by fire like a God of War or a Super Mario, Smash Brothers, Halo, Call of Duty? What?
Hey, look. I'm gonna say it like this. The reason why I asked this is because I was recently looking for a PC, but I was researching like what games. I've always thought PC had the top tier games. When Crysis came out, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, wow, Super Bomb. But now when I go and I see nothing but like niggas riding horses and fighting each other in the old days. Sword fighting in first person and. RTS is like I see a bomb.
Okay, Alex, since
I see an intro commercial. I see a trailer, and it looks good, like Super Bomb. And then when it gets to the actual game, it's like a card game or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just.
Okay, Alex, I got a question. Since you were a PC master race, coming down from the heavens with your little fake little horses with fucking wings and shit. What exclusive games on PC, Alex, that you play? What exclusives on PC that you love playing?
Same ones that you play.
No. I'm not talking about games that's on console, Alex. I'm talking about games on PC that's exclusive.
You and your hilarious little.
No. I'm asking you a simple question. I'm asking a simple question, Alex. What games on PC that you play?
How many people
that's on console?
Play Rocket League?
That's multiplayer. Yes.
Rocket League, bro.
That's
how many awards? Rocket League get game of the year, bro.
What?
You guys say dumb things, and I try to clarify, and you never clarify. So, for example, if I play Gears of War 5 on PC, it doesn't count?
Is it out now? Is it out now?
No, it can't. I said Microsoft helped you guys out.
Yes, they did.
The best games on PC now is going to be Xbox games.
Yes.
Which is sad because it's Xbox games.
Yes, but it's not out yet. Like, what games the same games you have the console experience, like a God of War and Gears and Halo and all those type, the Nintendo games. What type of games on PC that you can compare that is a console exclusive? That's all I'm asking, Alex.
You're asking me what game can I only play on PC that you?
Yes, that's exclusive.
Is that what you're asking?
PC exclusive.
PC exclusives. That's what I'm asking.
That's premium. That's just every.
That's it. Okay. You say you don't play them, but you over there glorifying the PC. But you can't. Hold on. Because you have a smart ass mouth, Alex. You have a smart mouth.
Speak and you yell.
When you first, okay. So you did not say anything a while ago that was a smart, thing. You just said something smart. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I have an example for you. One of the, even though this is an older game,
you still didn't answer my question.
Because you never let me.
Go ahead. You want to talk right now? Okay, go ahead. Okay.
You don't know how to control your podcast. You don't let people talk when they want to talk. So is it my turn or should I let Retro talk?
I don't give a damn who talk. It's my podcast.
That's the problem. You don't give a damn who talks.
Okay.
I can't answer you.
Okay. Don't give a fuck.
So am I going to get interrupted again?
Okay, go ahead, Alex. It's just the way it was the way that you was glorifying PC, but you couldn't even tell me what game that's exclusive to PC that you had the same console experience. That's all I'm asking. You said you couldn't think of none. So you basically just bought PC.
That's what I said. I play the games that would be on Xbox, but I play them on PC because they're superior. Like,
okay. Okay, now it's just the way that you go about it that you make it seem like PC is everything and console is not. The way you trash consoles, like you make it seem like consoles ain't got nothing that is valuable.
No. That's not what I said.
The way you go about it. Every day in the Discord chat.
I can play the same games that you can play for free.
Not true.
And at higher frame rates and better resolution. Yes, it is true. Stop lying. It's online for free.
I mean, like all the games or certain like third-party games.
All games are online for free, bro.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
That's how PC works.
No. You misunderstand. I'm saying like you said all games. I'm thinking you're including
I'm talking about like when you play them online. Like you could play Xbox games
online third-party.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Xbox games. Okay. Okay.
Like I don't understand why you changed things.
I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure that we're clear on what we're talking about. That's all I'm doing.
I did have an exclusive example anyway. As y'all know, Jet Set Radio is an older game. A lot of people still play it. A lot of people have been talking about it. And they actually made a spiritual successor. The spiritual successor, Hover, is only on PC. And people
that's awesome. All right. How does Hover look? Like, does Hover look like Jet Set Radio?
Yeah, it is. It's made by the same creators, so it has the same style of music and stuff too. It's the same
it's basically a dated game for a $2,000 PC. Awesome.
Not everyone pays that much for a PC. Where do you get your back from?
1,800, whatever. $699.
There you go, console peasant.
Different PCs run different games, and if you want to put more money into it, it'll run them better, 4K, 120 frames. I understand it all. Trust. I'm just saying that these are old ass games we're talking about. These are games that aren't really groundbreaking for these more expensive platforms.
So, for example, like Yakuza. When I play Yakuza on PC, it's going to be better than my experience on PS4.
That's true.
Right.
It's true.
Definitely. Definitely. So I'm never denying the third-party games. I'm never.
You're going to get the third-party games, Alex.
Like, a game is better, but it's still available on the PS4. But the games that's not available, the games that's on PS4, or even the best games that people recognize as the best games or the best-selling games, or whatever you want to say, the top-tier games that raise the bar in gaming are on console.
So I got another question.
PC is supposed to be the race.
But I have a question. What PC exclusive that is not an online game that you got to play with your friends, a single-player game that's a groundbreaking game that I don't know of?
Gears Tactics.
I'm being for real. Something that compares to a God of War or Uncharted. Gears Tactics. You know what I'm saying, Alex? The groundbreaking games, single-player games we get on the consoles.
Like when The Witcher 2, which eventually got ported to consoles. Like I don't understand. The games come to PC, and they eventually go to console, and now they come to everything. I don't.
You talking about what you talking about? Something really old. Okay.
These are old.
Okay, these are old games, though.
Like decade-old games.
Okay, this generation, what groundbreaking single-player games can you think of? That maybe I don't know of, like something that comes.
A single-player game, though. I don't understand why.
Because majority of the PC games that's very popular are multiplayer focused. Let's just be real. Okay. Nintendo, Bethesda, Sony, they still got a lot of groundbreaking single-player games. Even Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed for an example. Like there's still a lot of groundbreaking games on the consoles from a lot of
listing games that are on all the platforms, right?
Okay. Let's go back to Nintendo and Sony. Nintendo and Sony.
Sense of this Zen.
Let me just get a word in here. Nah. I ain't taking nobody's side on this because I know where this is going. It's your podcast, dude. But let's go to the actual topics because this is 3 hours of talking in a circle.
Talking nonsense.
So
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Forget that. I'm not taking Alex's side. I'm not taking Real's side. I'm just saying.
No,
you got
you're
your points.
Yeah.
I happen to err on Real's side because console peasant for life, but I'm not having that argument. This argument has been going on for 20 years.
I just don't understand.
Okay. Hold on. Just let's talk.
This is all I'm gonna say to squash it. The biggest thing with PC,
we'll
is
squash
something
it.
that's
We'll
different.
squash it. The PC ain't got no fucking game.
So let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay, let's chill.
So just to squash it,
Let's chill.
the thing with PC is you have the choice to do whatever you want. That's
Yes.
what makes it a solid platform. It's
Yes.
pro-consumer.
If you have the money.
Yes, that's another thing. It's the money.
Not necessarily. You can play at any price
If
you
you have the
want.
money.
No.
You
You
can do anything
yeah.
you want with a console. With a PC. If you have the money.
So you're saying if you don't...
You know it's right. That's why you believe it. I'm just telling you.
So if you get a $400 to $500 PC, then can you get the same experience on like a Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro
You'll get better frame rates, yes.
even for five, even for
All right, never mind. What was the next one? It's all over again. I smell it.
No, we about to end it. We about to end this topic because
lots of money to play games. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You want to pretend that? Let's move on then.
okay, like Jesus Christ, it's just video games. Don't get mad. Look, Alex, I'm chill, Alex. Just don't be up in your feelings because we don't agree with PC.
Who's up in their feelings, real? Me or the guy who shouts over me every 10 seconds?
Hey, that's just how I roll, man. But hey, don't act like you don't have a smart mouth. You have a smart mouth. You all day on Twitter talking about Xbox sucks. Every fucking day, Alex. Come on, dude. You troll all the time. Every day.
Xbox and Crossplay today, or did you just forget that?
Don't let me pull your dirty laundry out, Alex. I follow you everywhere you go. But let's just go to another subject, please.
I stalk people. God.
No, you do stalk people in the chat every day. Oh, look what Kid Smooth. Oh, look what crap. Oh, god damn, you a black bond. That's what you are. You're a stalker, dude. But let's go to the next topic, man, because you getting them feelings, man. Let's go. Okay, the next topic, man. Okay, this. Okay. See, this is why we always get. Okay. Okay.
Aren't you excited to play it on your Xbox, buddy?
I don't care. That's not my type of game.
Oh, that's
why do I want to care about something I don't have no interest? That's why I didn't care about this whole tactics thing. Like, there's a lot of fake outrage going on inside the Xbox community.
Like Japanese games like Scalebound, right, guy? Just like Kids Smith.
I don't follow that guy.
Okay.
I don't follow him, or I don't stalk him neither. Like the news I get about him comes from y'all. Like, I don't care about them. But like I said, man, let's just drop this topic because it's getting very unprofessional, man. But yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is this cross-platform deal. Sony, they basically still saying no. They still don't want to. Just give in and let the PS4 owners play with their Xbox and Nintendo friends. And it's sad, dude. It's sad. And I made a video about that the other day, and of course, a lot of PlayStation guys talking about, well, Microsoft pitched that out deal. Sony pitched that out deal on Microsoft last generation, and they didn't do it, so I don't give a damn. Like, they just keep coming up with all these excuses, but just looking at this gaming industry on how it's doing right now, like, they had no choice but to fall in line on how we said Nintendo have to fall in line. Like, Nintendo, they need to fall in line, and it seems like they are just a little bit, but they still have a lot of room to grow. They still got a lot of issues, their online issues. They still got a lot of issues going on, but they slowly fixing it. And with this cross-platform deal, I was surprised that Nintendo okayed it, and it seems like Nintendo and Microsoft starting to have a real good relationship, because it seems that both of them. They congratulate each other on launch of their games or whatever. They go back and forth on Twitter sometimes, congratulating each other and stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, they could be. Yeah, you're right about that. So I kind of understand why they're doing that now. They collaborating on this cross-platform and everything, and it was cool. And I saw Nintendo and Xbox. I think it was Xbox of Canada. They both basically just trolled the shit out of Sony today. It's just the way they worded their tweet. They trolled the shit out of Sony. That shit was funny. And it ain't just everybody on social media that's grilling Sony. Everybody that's in the gaming in the media is trolling the shit out of Sony, because this right here is basically the best pro-consumer ordeal that we had this entire generation. And Sony, they still don't want to they don't want to fall on, but I can understand, because of the business aspect of it. If they do that, they feel that they're going to lose a lot of potential PlayStation 4 owners right now. But the deal with this is, what is come and backfire Sony in the future whenever the PS5 comes about. So that's basically what this discussion is about. With Sony fall in line, will people refuse to buy a PS5? Let's start with you, Thrash.
Oh yeah, thank you. Because I got so much to say on this.
I'll tell you what. I guess going forward, people, let's don't cut each other off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people in the panel. I'm sorry, people in the chat. Whoever's talking, let them talk. Please don't no cutting off. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed. First off, man, I understand the aspect. The business side is more important for Sony and Nintendo than it is for Microsoft ever in gaming industry. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand. Microsoft is throwing this pressure out there because it only benefits them. It doesn't benefit Sony. No matter how we squeeze it, no matter how pro-consumer or anti-consumer it is, it's not gonna help Sony none. And it's the best time to do crossplay or make crossplay agreements is when both systems are even, and that's what Sony did with Final Fantasy 14 this generation. Microsoft denied it, and that's why Final Fantasy 14 ain't even on Xbox. It got crossplay with PC and PlayStation, and they were on board. And Square Enix was even hitting up Microsoft, but Microsoft said no, our policies won't allow us to do crossplay with other consoles. This is back when it was even, but now that Sony has doubled, almost tripled Microsoft's user base, it only exposes Sony's user base to Microsoft's shit. That's point one. Point two is Nintendo, right? Nintendo does crossplay with Minecraft with Microsoft. In order to do that, though, Nintendo players have to get an Xbox Live account. That is already in itself a big no-no. The only reason why Nintendo is doing it because they just started this generation and they have the least amount of people, so it only helps them to get exposure, get Xbox guys exposed to this Switch. But it's already bad because you got to sign up for Xbox Live. Nintendo doesn't even have something to sign up for yet. You know what I'm saying? So Microsoft, in reality, what they want to do is they want to have this narrative of having these games online only and all that stuff, have third-party games, have us come and play together, and people think it's pro-consumer, which it isn't, because you got to pay for free-to-play games on Xbox. If anything's anti-consumer, it's that. Regardless, if you got to have Xbox Live to play a free-to-play game. On Sony, you do not. But Microsoft really just wants to get a stranglehold on something they can get a stranglehold on. Gamers don't want a Xbox. That's already been clear. People just don't want one. Sony just won MPD. They have the most consoles out there, and they just beat Xbox and Nintendo. The month before that, they beat Xbox and Nintendo combined. So it's like Sony's real healthy. Microsoft isn't. So Microsoft is going for the digital realm. They're trying to get shit in the digital realm and try to get Xbox Live to as many people as they can. People on cell phones to play Minecraft online have to have Xbox Live. Now soon they're gonna have they have even more games in the works that's gonna be Xbox Live games. I bet you that I know for a fact that Fungal Pop game on cell phones is gonna have Xbox Live. I guarantee it. Everything they want to focus everything on that. So right now they're just trying to make Sony get pressure on them, quote unquote, to join them in the crossplay just to help Xbox. Why would Sony help a $1 billion company who don't even care about gaming as much as they care about the other facets of their business? PlayStation is keeping Sony alive. Xbox isn't. Xbox is holding Microsoft down, if anything. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's two different spectrums you got to look at. So Sony depends on PlayStation to stay alive. Mm-hmm. Why would you expose your money to a company that doesn't even need it like that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be bad, but for Sony, if Sony wants to ensure themselves continuing in the gaming industry, they have to do this. They have to deny anything to expose any chance to get their gamers exposed to another console, be it Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox. That's why I'm like, it's dumb from a business standpoint. And if you sit back and actually look at it, Sony depends on PlayStation. Xbox isn't. Microsoft doesn't depend on Xbox. So if any of that is getting compromised, then Sony can be out of the game entirely. So that's why I don't see a problem with it, because I'm like, it's only natural that they do it. It's only natural that they don't have people coming in and doing crossplay. It might be fun to us, but it won't be fun to the company. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on that shit.
Okay, Zen, since you didn't really have much to say the last discussion, what you think about this, man?
Man, I'm gonna preface this with a simple question. When you're looking at this issue, you need to look at it from one of two perspectives. You need to look at it from a gamer perspective, which is what we all are here, or you're gonna need to look at it from a business perspective. But then that doesn't exactly make sense, because ain't none of us making money from any of the decisions these guys make. So I'm gonna have to replace that business perspective category with shill perspective. Every gamer should want this. Every single gamer should want this. And if you're seeing it any other way other than that, you're shilling 24/7. You're not making money from these guys. You don't have shares with these guys. I know you wish you did, me too. But, you know, when I wake up in the morning and I see Sony news, Microsoft news, Nintendo news, that doesn't ring dollar bells to me, you know? It's just like, hey, well, that's cool, or that's not cool, whatever. But when the games, where the games are concerned, where the experience is concerned, that's what matters to me as a gamer. Some people cross the streams a bit too much and misunderstand what it means to be a gamer. And so they get all caught up in all the business and all the numbers and the factoids about this and the that and the who said where and when. You need to stop all that. Crossplay is a good thing. The technology is there. The need is there. We're ready. Let's do this. Now, I know what people are going to say, especially the Sony guys, the Sony fans. I know exactly what you're going to say, and I did have a little bit to say about this before we went on live. Yeah, but Microsoft did the exact same thing that Sony is doing last generation when they were on top of the board. And you know what? It was wrong then. I said as much. Most of you didn't know me back then, so I suppose there's nothing to hold me to my word on that. You're just going to have to take my word on that. It was wrong back then. It is wrong now. We do not, as a society, as a people, as human beings, we do not say, hey, because a certain incorrect, wrong thing was done in the past, it makes it cool to do it in the present or in the future. If that was the case, then hey, I got a few million murders to catch up on because people have killed people. Does that make it cool if I run out and gun the first person I see down? No, it doesn't. I'm still going to jail for that because in the current, it's wrong, just as it was wrong in the past. So withholding crossplay is wrong. Does it make sense from a business perspective? It does. But as a gamer, I don't give a fuck about that. What does that got to do with me? Nothing. So, you know, it is what it is on that front. But with the Fortnite thing, it's twofold. Because Sony isn't even just blocking crossplay, which is their prerogative. They can do whatever they want to do. They can run their business the way they want to. But they're going so far as to not just say, hey, we don't want people going out there and getting Xbox Live accounts. No, it's not as simple as that. They're legitimately robbing you if you play Fortnite on PlayStation 4. Fortnite has microtransactions or whatever. You can buy items in the game. Some people I've read, I don't know if it's true or not, have spent $150 plus on their Fortnite accounts. Is that insane? Yeah. Would I have done that? No, not on any game. But some people have done it. Now, these same people, because they dare to play on PlayStation 4, can play on PC, they can play on mobile. I believe there's a mobile version. But let's assume they're multi-console owners, like a couple of us in here are, and they decide, hey, well, Fortnite's on Switch now, I can carry that with me. Or my Xbox is at my girl's place, and I happen to be there at the place at the time, so I'm going to play on the Xbox. Or whatever the situation that leads to you wanting to play on something else is. They go on there and they're told, you know what? Nah, because you linked your account to a PlayStation, you can never, ever play anywhere else with that account again. That's fine from a crossplay perspective, but that also means that your money, your investment is tied to an account that you can't use anywhere else. Even if you do not agree with me from the crossplay perspective, being anti-consumer, you have to, and I mean you have to agree with me from the content being locked behind some sort of arbitrary wall and users not being able to use what they paid for wherever else they want to use it. That's asinine. It's ridiculous. But, like I said before, you need to look at the situation from one of two perspectives. Either you a gamer or you a shill. There is no in between. There is no but. There is no maybe. You either a gamer or you a shill. And you're a shill until you start making money when these dudes make decisions like this. If you ain't making money and your bank account ain't swelling when Sony says no, then you need to eat that crow. It's just that simple. Now, as far as the rest of it is concerned, man, going forward, it'll be up to Sony to do whatever they want to do. Next generation, it might become a problem. Right now, it's just these small games like Fortnite, Minecraft, and Rocket League. These games don't have the weight necessary to actually, maybe Fortnite does because it's huge, but aside from that, to actually put the weight on Sony to actually do something about it immediately in the now. There was this one thing I read somewhere, I'm not sure if it's true or not. Sony is investigating it. They're always investigating something or the other. We'll see what they actually do about that. Ex-Sony rep actually did come out and say, hey, this whole thing is about money. And why wouldn't it be? But so, the whole thing about it's for the children, that whole nonsense, a year ago, complete trash.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. There are only a couple of perspectives to look at this. And it's fine. I mean, it's going to hurt them eventually when games like COD and, maybe the next Grand Theft Auto, implement systems like this. But all I'm saying is if Nintendo can do this, and Nintendo, they like to be the parent of everybody because people don't actually have parents, You drop out of, people, there's a stork that actually picks you up at Nintendo headquarters in Japan and drops you off at your parents' house because you don't have parents. And Nintendo likes to parent everybody. But if they said yes to this, then, Sony needs to ask themselves, these guys over here who are notorious for having a walled garden approach, and they said yes, what is our excuse?
I don't know.
Lastly, Sony continuing to say no to this, even though they have the market lead that's not going to change. The Switch is not going to catch them. Sorry, Nintendo guys, it's not going to happen. The Switch is not going to catch up with the PS4. The Xbox One definitely is not going to catch up with the PS4. The PS4 has no competition as far as the 8th/9th generation is concerned. They have the market, and that's going to remain that way until we refresh in a couple years and we get actual next-gen or next consoles. Them saying no to this now screams only one thing to me. Insecurity. Fear. That something is going to shift and go the other way. That's my 2 cents.
All right, took you 20 minutes to say it, but all right.
Hey, how do you feel about exclusives then? I mean, if you feel that, everybody should be sharing, shouldn't exclusives exclusives would be a corporate thing. You know what I'm saying? Not a gamer thing. If you're thinking about how gamers feel, then how do you feel about exclusives then? Like, should exclusives be everywhere?
They shouldn't be exclusives from a gamer's perspective. You should be able to play what you want to play where you want to play them. That's the bottom line of it. However, that's not the case as of right now. And I mean, who is really going to do that right now? I mean, isn't that the whole point of PC? We're going back to the whole PC thing. I don't want to go back to those.
Yeah, we gotta get somebody else on.
Half an hour to get through that.
Yeah,
so.
we gotta get somebody else on this. Dirty and Sinister hadn't went yet. Yeah, I apologize for that. Dirty and Sinister. I know y'all been wanting to get y'all 2 cents in. What's your thoughts about this crossplay situation, man? Dirty.
I put it as, man, look, I don't care. You know, the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know people that only have a Xbox or just a PlayStation, and if I get a chance, to play with them, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know, we're all gamers. We all should be able to play together, no matter on what platform: PC, Microsoft, Xbox, Nintendo. We're all gamers, and I don't see why Sony is scared. I don't see how this will make them lose money or make make a Sony fan be like, you know what, I'm going over to Microsoft or Nintendo. Like, for what? We all just playing the same damn game. It's Fortnite.
Yeah.
So how was Sony lose money in this by saying, yeah, we're gonna let our gamers play with the rest in the playground? Like, I don't get it. But I'm all for it, man. I don't care. Why Sony is not doing it, I have no idea. If they say it's money, I'm trying to figure out how it would be money. You will be losing just by letting the people on PlayStation Plus play with the rest of the boys. I don't get it. So that's all I got to say.
All right, what's you, Sinister?
I mean, what is it? Like,
we could barely hear you,
I
though.
don't know what the deal is. I mean, if there's money.
Hey, we could barely hear you, Sinister. You there?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
Yeah. Hear me?
Are you far away from your mic? Are you far away?
No, I'm
I can hear you a little bit. I guess.
Let me,
Yeah. Want me to come back to you?
let me try, like,
Oh, I come back to you. I'll come back to you. Be next. What about you, Nick?
All right, so. Wow, so many directions to go with this. I'm not entirely sure where to start. So, one theory I might have about this is a lot of Sony's online servers just really aren't that good. Now, I know, before anybody says anything, yeah, I know Nintendo's are not that great either, but at least they're trying. I don't really know what's going on in the head of Sony on this one. I don't get it. Maybe is it because they're in the lead and they don't think they need to do this, or they're looking at it as a competition thing, and like, look, it's a competition. We're not really going to join you because it's a competition, not really our friends or something like that. Not friends, but you know what I'm trying to say. So there's like a couple of different ways to look at this. But one thing I want to know is, like, everybody's sitting there getting together, and like Zen said, it's just like not Zen. Somebody says like the smaller games that are like, it's not really any of the big ones. It's not like the Call of Duty or anything like that. So it's just like these smaller little games like Fortnite or Rocket League or whatever that are doing this. And so it's just going on around like that. Oh, excuse me. It's going on like that. So it's hard to tell on this one. I mean, like, the thing about it is like, so many people fighting over this. It's like, oh my god, it's just, and like, you got one group of people sitting there going, well, Sony doesn't need to do this, and the reason why Nintendo and Microsoft team up is because they're losing to Sony, so they're desperate and they need to. I'm pretty sure they're doing just fine. I mean, both companies as a whole are doing just fine. They don't need any they don't really need any help. Xbox is just one small part of Microsoft at the end of the day, and stuff like that. So, it's just hard to tell. But like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, do I even want to play with these people though? I mean, then you got this whole elitist thing going on between two of them. It's like, it's hard to tell. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Sony can do whatever they want. It'd be nice if they were to go ahead and do this at the same time. It's like, I'm not really sure I really care. It is what it is, but we're getting some good jokes out of it, so that's good enough for me.
Okay, that's all you got?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, you got your sound fixed, Sinister?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. I was saying I was gonna agree with Dirty and Zen and Dick. I mean, just the whole thing to me is, I mean, I don't have an issue with it. It's just why Sony don't want to play nice. That's beyond me. It just seems like this. Many people say Microsoft did it back then. Now Sony's doing stuff that's like, I don't know. Sits behind the scenes, like probably at the top, like it's like
we still having audio issues with Sinister. I think we still having audio issues with you, Sinister. I think we still having audio issues. Hey, can y'all hear him? Anybody in the panel? Anybody in the chat?
Nah, he breaking up.
He breaking up a lot. Can anybody hear Sinister in the chat?
Barely.
Are you on your phone?
No, he's breaking up on my end too.
Oh, really?
yeah, because something's wrong with my PC.
Oh, it's your PC. Ooh, man.
Yeah, that's why I had to switch.
Yeah, the chat said they can't hear you. Did you restart your computer?
Yeah, I did that. It's just, I don't know, it's wrong. I got to reformat it. So, I mean, that's what I have for right now.
Oh, really? Cause yeah. I hate for you to talk and ain't nobody can't hear you, man. You ain't got no phone? You ain't got no phone?
I mean, I'm using my phone right now.
Oh, that's what it is. Using your phone. Shoot. I guess let's go to Alex until you get your audio situated, man. Cause we can't hear. Nobody can hear you. All right, what about you, Alex? What you think, man? I seen you on Twitter all day. You know, I agree with you, man. It sucks what Sony's doing.
Yeah, I'm basically 100% exactly what Sam said. There is really no other way to look at this situation unless you work for Sony. Like, the technology is there. Crossplay is available. Sony does have some crossplay games. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, Sony does crossplay with PC and mobile. It's just they for whatever reason, they don't want to fuck with the Switch and the Xbox. Yes, it's because they want to keep people on the PlayStation, but let's call a spade a spade. That's as anti-consumer as you can get. Microsoft and Sony, Microsoft, yeah, I'm talking, buddy. Stop laughing. Put your mic off.
Oh.
Okay, so
damn,
bro.
Yeah, well,
relax.
All right, let him talk. Let him talk.
My nigga,
All right, hold on, wait. Chill. All right, chill, guys, chill.
Like, this shit is ridiculous.
Let him talk.
And nobody else talks.
Let him talk.
I didn't cut you off, bro. I was just quiet. I was just laughing at you what you were saying, bro. Damn. Relax, my nigga.
All right, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Chill.
All right, so Sony doesn't want to cross-play with Microsoft and Nintendo. Yes, that's their prerogative, but as a gamer, as someone who isn't a shill, you should not be okay with this. People who are okay with this really are shills, as Zen was saying. They don't care about their fellow gamers, they just care about a company for whatever reason, like our laughing friend here. And the other companies, they want to get along, they want people to play together for massive games like Fortnite, for example. Whereas you can, or Rocket League or Minecraft. These are all games that are multi-plat games, which you should be able to play with your friends. There's really no reason that you can't, other than Sony just being Sony. And a lot of people are giving them a pass for this because it's Sony, but luckily, there are people who are actually coming for Sony's throats. Nintendo and Microsoft tweeting all day about this shit was really funny. Media's finally getting on Sony's ass. Because there is no reason that Sony should not be allowing this. They're not going to lose money over this. They already have 80 million PS4s. PS4 is still going to outsell Xbox 2 or 3 to 1. They're still going to outsell the Switch every fucking month. Like, it makes no difference. And at this point, it just makes them look bad. They look bad right now, and if they turn around and crossplay, they'll look even better. Maybe they're gonna hold out and do it later. Who knows? But as of right now, Sony has a bad look. Sony looks very arrogant, and it's not gonna help them going forward. Because eventually, this generation's gonna end, and we're gonna be on level playing fields again. Microsoft and Nintendo definitely are gonna continue this crossplay stuff with PC and everyone else. And then it's going to be, what, Sony's still going to say no at that point? Is that how it's going to be? We're going to start with the PS5, the Xbox 2, and then, what, Sony's going to be like, okay, let's crossplay, guys. Really? That's how it's going to go down? I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know, if you have friends who have other consoles, don't you want to be able to play with them? Like, it's a pretty simple answer. The answer is yes.
So you got on that?
Yeah.
All right. You good, Sinister?
No, not yet.
Oh, damn.
No, not yet.
Maybe jump out and jump back in.
Or maybe restart your computer. All right. Yeah, man. Like, okay. Earlier, this whole that what we had a while ago. Let's just chill, man. Like, I know, like, a lot of times we do this. We cut each other off. We do it in a spirit of fun. Like, we try to have this show as entertaining as possible. But if we're gonna be yelling, like, really in our feelings, like, we really gotta chill on that, man. I'm just gonna be real with y'all, man. We gotta chill, man. I'm not trying to mean no harm to nobody. All y'all my friends, all y'all my buddies. Please, no tensions. That's all I want. What's up, Thrash?
Hey, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I would like a word though.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I didn't. When I was laughing, bro, I wasn't disrespecting, bro. Y'all called me shield, like a few times. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't agree with what you say.
I didn't call you
know what I'm saying?
shill.
No, you just said shield people who like my laughing friend here. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's all good. I ain't tripping. Look, I'm not used to people talking to me sideways, but I'm not gonna disrespect because it's not my podcast. But don't talk to me sideways. I didn't talk to you sideways, bro. I just laughed. All right? I just being real, just being respectful right now. I'm not used to people talking to me that way. Usually I go the fuck off, but it's not my podcast. So I'm not gonna go off. But I'm just saying I didn't disrespect. All I'm saying is
it's cool.
I didn't disrespect. All I did was laugh.
It's cool,
now,
buddy.
You guys' point. Hey, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with none of you guys' points.
Yeah.
I believe everybody should have their own view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say, oh, that's a lie. Oh, you bullshit. I ain't saying no bullshit under my breath. I was just laughing because what you said to me was funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Sony. I don't work for Sony. I just know that companies need to maintain themselves. Whether we like it or not, of course I would like to play with other people, but I'm just looking at the reality, not what I want.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to be clear with you, just so you understand why I got angry. When you were talking, I didn't say a word, even though a lot of what you said I thought was very dumb. But I kept myself muted. I didn't laugh. I didn't say nothing. I expect the same done to me when I talk. That's all.
Just say disagree.
Hey, well, I don't know you like that.
Okay,
like I said, I didn't mean no disrespect.
Let's just say besides saying what you like is dumb to you, just say disagree. Like that's a more proper way of saying it. Yes.
I disagree with what you're saying. But I kept quiet.
Yes.
I expect
me too.
That's all.
Okay. I disagree with a lot of things said, but I'm not sitting here disrespecting nobody though. That's all I'm saying. I'm just not used to people disrespecting me without me going off on them. So I'm not going off on you because it's not my podcast. But I respect your opinion, bro. I do. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have good points. You do. I'm just saying, I mean, I work, like I said it before, I work for a giant company. So I kind of know how they thinking, and they thinking about maintaining what they have, not giving some of it away so the customer can be happy. The customer's already happy. They're still selling out of PlayStation 4s. So not many people give a fuck about it. So they're not going to react to it. Now, if they stop selling, if Sony started slowing down because of this, then they would probably change their mind. But why change your mind if it's not affecting your money? You know what I mean? People are still going out and buying PS4s.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
We are all in agreement that Sony is doing this to keep people getting PS4s.
Yeah, like it's all about the business. Like that's
I'm just
what
saying that they're still selling, no matter. I mean, like I said, if gamers really cared about it, they wouldn't buy a PS4 no more. If you're still buying the PS4, you're still playing the PS4 games, then they don't have to give a helping hand to Xbox and Nintendo still. They don't have to do it because why? If they still making more money than them, they're doing the right thing. They're making all the money. Nobody's buying a fucking Xbox, and they're doing all this stuff. I mean, I think it's worse. I think it's far worse. The thing I laughed at that you said that it's the worst kind of anti-consumerism when Microsoft is charging people to play free-to-play games. You know what I mean? I think that's way worse. To have to charge you to play a free-to-play game, they charge you still. That's worse. You know what I mean? That's forcing you to get online to play with your friends.
Yeah,
that also
that's
have an
wrong too.
Xbox.
Yeah, we can all agree. We can all agree with that.
Worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then Sony not play. Then you're not playing with the friends you don't have on Xbox.
We can all.
I mean, how are you even going to talk to each other? Like you can't even be in the same chat room if you do this. Like what? How?
Yeah. Let me.
You guys have yours, I have mine.
We can all. We can all agree.
Can I say something real quick because I'm wrapping up at work. I just wanted to jump in real quick. This is the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Go ahead.
But the second thing too, bruh, as a dude who primarily game on Sony, I don't really care how everybody else feels. I don't give a fuck about Fortnite. I don't give a fuck about Rocket League. I don't give a fuck about that shitty ass ripoff of fucking Overwatch. At the end of the day, it's anti-consumer as shit to lock somebody's account behind some of your bullshit when it's something that you don't want to do. And if you just saying, like, this is my personal opinion, if you just saying like, oh, it's because you feel like it's gonna hurt business, okay, well, I'll say this. You're expecting a fucking decline any fucking way next year according to your financial forecast. Fuck it. Just go ahead and do it. Because at that point, if you're expecting a slowdown, fuck it. You already won. You outselling the Nintendo Switch, which is a brand new ass system with really that should be stunning every fucking body right now. And Xbox is not a threat. You've shot them dead in the fucking face multiple times. Just fucking do it. Get everybody out the way. And then that's what I'm saying. Like, this is something that people shouldn't be bitching about. This is something that you should just be doing, just to be doing. Like, what we should be bitching about is people like how people like bitch about Sony's controller layout. Okay, whatever. Bitch about that. This is some shit that's just is like a flip of a switch, and you just being a dickhead and not doing it. Come on, dog. Like, that's just dumb.
I mean, the only thing I can say to that, because I agree with what you're saying, the only thing I'll say is that Microsoft is trying to get people to get Xbox Live accounts. That's for life.
It doesn't matter what console.
It goes cross console.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what platform. That's what they want. Doesn't matter.
But I think and then I've had this conversation with Zen before.
What's wrong with that?
No, but because I understand that the point of it is money, and that's what I've said this the same way. I think it's good for Nintendo because Nintendo could use a lesson in this and to get their feet in the door on how to do online. Like, I get that. Not saying Sony can't, but I'm saying that in terms of this is really a financial thing where you're like you trying to benefit more off of it. Okay, I'm sure you guys can sit the fuck down, civilized and shit, because you all circle jerk each other and shit when E3's going on. Phil's playing slap dick with a shoe anyway a couple weeks ago. So fuck, it doesn't matter. Like, you can get in the same room, sit down, figure this out financially like big boys, like the billion-dollar companies you guys are. And then if you need more money or you feel like you should be getting paid more, I'm sure they can figure some shit out. But at the same time, if we're gonna be using servers that Microsoft has or from anybody else's, nah. Like, you don't just get to do shit like that, bro. And for anybody, like, I'm not like Thrash, how you saying, like, that's your opinion, I respect it. But at the end of the day, like, you got gamers who, one, we're the majority, not the Switch guys, definitely not the fucking Xbox guys. We are the majority for console gamers. So when we say, hey, bro, no, that means no, as in fix it right the fuck now, because it's really easy for everybody to say, hey, fuck PlayStation next go around. Everybody invested in PS4 now. They're not gonna say fuck it now, but they're gonna say fuck it next time. And it matters a little bit now. But when Activision and everybody else says, hey, let's do Overwatch crossplay, let's do Doom, or let's do Call of Duty, let's do all of this shit crossplay, when that shit happens, then you look like a super dickhead.
Oh,
Just fix it now. Fix it now. Look like the good guys, and it's an easy PR spin to just say, hey, we care about the gamers, we care about the customers. It's done. There you go. And everybody shuts the fuck up. You look like heroes, and then you keep making fucking money. Because then you get more people to go out and buy PS4s and to play on PlayStation Network. And you look like fucking stars. This is just stupid. This is just some anti-consumer shit. And because Sony is doing their best Nintendo impression and being stuck in some old-ass Japanese shit. No. Like, nigga, you moved out of Japan to come to the States because you're getting your shit rocked in Japan right now. So think Western, nigga. Like, get over it.
Oops. Okay. All right.
This is what it is. All right, I'm taking my ass back to work. All I want to say is that, and anybody that's got some shit to say in the chat, y'all can kiss my ass.
Oh, fuck you!
Especially real Sega set, and you ain't shit, nigga.
Anyway, like at the end of the day, it's all about respecting each other's opinions. I preach that on my channel a lot. That's why I'm getting away from this whole console war thing on my channel, because console war it's tiring, and it's very it's very not adult like, and you know, a lot of people still got that 90s Sega versus Nintendo mentality in them, and you know, that's why I had to just basically just separate myself from certain YouTubers, certain people, because it's just I just don't have time for it. But yeah, like, you know, I'm not trying to dog the PC. I ain't trying to dog the PC out. It's not nobody like Nick. Your PC got to. I ain't trying to dog the PC. It just console is still my preference. Like, I never said that I would never go on PC, because I know the type of benefits that PC has. You know, free online, better resolution, better frame rate. Yes, I understand that. It's just, you know, whenever I get ready to go on PC, I said this in my stream last night. When I get ready to go PC gaming, I want to get to the best of the best. And if I get to the best of the best, it's a lot of money. That's a lot of money invested on the best of the best. Like at least $1,000, maybe $2,000. That's a lot of money. So, you know, right now I have a lot of consoles that I'm playing. I'm fully invested to that. So whenever the next generation gets here, and if I feel that the PC is going to be vastly 10 times more superior than consoles, then maybe I'm just going to give it a shot, because, you know, Microsoft, they done basically made sure that, you know, they didn't make sure that they want people to game on PC and mobile phones, you know, more than Xbox. You know, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. You know, but like I say, man, we all got different opinions. Let's just respect each other's opinions. And like this whole cross-platform thing, I agree with everybody. You know, it's very anti-consumer. From a business standpoint, I can agree with Sony, but from the future perspective, will that hurt them? Like G-Rock said a while ago, like, I don't pay attention to Sony news every day, because I'm not really hardcore to Sony. If their forecast is going to be at a decline next year, then it's going to be at a more of a far of a decline in the future because of this. Because right now they're not, their name is dragged all over the news right now, and a lot of people is not pissed, because just look at the fact that like a lot of people, for instance, like if they live in, let's say, maybe a poor town, like maybe it's a console per household, just one console they can afford to have more than one console. One kid got a PlayStation across the street, another kid got a Switch, another kid got an Xbox, somewhere else. Like, they will all love to play together, and I think this is like one of the biggest pro-consumer moves probably in gaming history. And for Sony to pull this dick move is making them look bad, and that's why people are saying that they're going back to that PS3 arrogancy, and that's all it is. It's a dick move. We can all agree with this. And anybody else have anything on this subject before we move on? Oh, who is that? Is that you, Sinister? Is that you, Sinister?
I don't know who the mic.
I think that's Sinister. Are you trying to fix your mic?
No, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, since you back, okay, good. We can hear you. Give us your intake on this cross platform before we go to our next topic. Talk about GameStop. Yeah, that's a big one.
All right, I'll be real quick with it. I mean, just that whole anti-consumer thing, that's gonna catch up to them. It's like, if you're gonna keep sticking to them like that, I mean, people are not gonna support you anymore. Things like that. Like I said earlier, I mean, I agree with some of you guys with your points and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, it's like you're on top and stuff like that, but I mean, you can sit there, be arrogant and, stick it to your consumer. That's not good. And it's like I said, they don't give a, if you don't give a fuck about them, they're not going to give a fuck about you, like, in the future and stuff like that. So, you got to be careful. I mean, it's like, people like to play with the cool kids, but the way Sony's doing it, I mean, people are just like, who the fuck are you, stuff like that. But that's all I have.
Okay. Anybody else has any last intakes before we head to the next topic? Dirty, did you give your intake? I think you did you?
Yeah, I went already.
Oh, okay. GameStop. It's not looking too good for GameStop. And I forgot the name of that person that basically was employed by. You gotta get out of here, Sinister? Oh, okay. I guess go on and do your outro, man. Oh, never mind here. You're like, fuck y'all. Damn.
silent assassin, man.
I guess the last topic is as GameStop they looking to sell a company, and we already knew about this years ago because the forecast saying that they've been on a decline for a while, and with the digital distribution on the high rise. I'm not saying that they're gonna want to go bankrupt now or they're gonna go out of business with the next 5 years, but in the long term, let's say 10 to 15 years. I really doubt GameStop would. I really doubt they'll be here. Even though console might still be here, but it seems that we're starting to go into a streaming-based service with the next consoles, or possibly next console, maybe Microsoft. Because a lot of people speculate that their next Xbox gonna be more of an app, or more of a streaming console, whatever. And if it's a streaming console, there's not gonna be a disc, ain't gonna be a disc drive in there. So meaning that, ain't gonna be no Xbox content at GameStop unless you buy some digital codes and that's not going to keep their lights on. So, that's probably one of the reasons why that other CEO that was there for like 30 minutes or something like that, he decided to quit because he knew that the future of GameStop was in jeopardy. And with all 20-something thousand so-called whatever stores they got worldwide, that's a lot of stores. And he ordered thinking about, okay, how can I manage all these stores? I'm the CEO, and I'm seeing the decline of physical gaming. It's like everybody going digital only, and the industry is progressing rapidly, and everybody is going digital. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all on this panel bought a lot of y'all games digitally, especially PC gamers. All y'all games on is digital. I don't even think they sell physical PC games anymore. I don't think they do.
Yes, they do.
They still do? Wow, that's rare.
Still buy them physically, but there's not much point to it.
Yeah, it's really not much point to it because like buying it physical, it's digital. It's still a lot cheaper than buying the day one release on the Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. Like for instance, when Wolfenstein 2 came out, I bought it on PC, and I bought it for like $40, on Steam. No, it wasn't Steam. It was CD Keys. $40. And it came with the DLC, but of course, it's $60 retail with no DLC, so it's gonna always be cheaper on PC. So I can understand why a lot of people is going towards the PC route because of those advantages. But it's just this whole GameStop situation. Like, I don't know what the future gonna hold. It sucks that they gonna wind up getting out of. I won't say going out of business. They're gonna slowly be on the decline, meaning that a lot of us gonna have to depend on buying games digitally. And I know my standpoint on digitally. I just don't like digital games because I feel that I don't get the full value of it, especially when I'm finished playing the game. Alex, you could agree with me about this. When you finish with the games, like if there's value to that game, you trade it in. Like your Xbox, you just traded the other day. There was still value with the Xbox One S, and you got tired of that thing just sitting there. What you did? You traded it in. So like there's always gonna be value to physical anything, hardware, software, whatever. And just going digital on everything, it's going to basically it's going to piss off a lot of gamers that loves to collect. I'm a collector myself. I love physical releases. I love physical, but I don't know. GameStop, like, what's your predictions of this? Let's go round table. Tim, how long do you think GameStop is going to stay in business? How long do you think until they just give up? Do you think that they're gonna find a potential buyer within the next year or two?
No, and I have no idea how long they're gonna stick around. Honestly, I really do think their days are numbered. But I mean, who gives a fuck about GameStop, man? I mean, they spent the last what was it, 15, 20 years dicking down their consumers. Really, people really still care about them. You buy a game for $60, you walk outside the shop, take 2 steps, spin around, go back, and they want to give you what, $5? Man, fuck those.
Oh, I remember that.
Like seriously, in the ass. Like no one should care about GameStop. They've got this coming. They don't really have a wealth of good faith among their consumers. So, I mean, it's just karma coming full circle. As for the digital games thing, I get where the collectors are coming from. You want to maintain some sort of tactile feeling that you have a collection, and that used to be me not so long ago, but I mean I've kind of moved on mentally from there. I'm okay now with digital, more than okay, with over 350 games on Xbox One digitally. I mean I kind of have to be, right? So I don't really care about physical, man. It's at one time people made a fuss about cassette tapes going out. At one time people made a fuss about CDs and DVDs and all that. At one time
VHS.
these things mattered. They don't anymore. At one time, you used to have to go to your local Blockbuster or your video store to borrow a VHS or the local movie or whatever for the weekend. Take it back on the Monday afternoon after work. Nobody does it anymore. Everybody has Hulu and Netflix. What I'm trying to say is not to disrespect anybody that still likes their physical games, because I do believe there's a place for you right now still, and you should get what you want. But ultimately. But I mean, man, time moves on, and tech moves with it. So eventually, we're going to go to an all-digital landscape, and it's going to be what it's going to be. As far as Sony is concerned, I've read somewhere recently, someone posted a thing that Sony's going to do this whole, what are they calling it? Bit chain or bit block or whatever it's called. Thing where your digital purchases are now going to have some merit, some weight. You're going to be able to resell them either back to Sony or to another user, because now it's going to be tied to your account, and your ownership is going to be like more than just a license like it is currently. If that rumor is true and we are going to that sort of feature, you can sign me up for that. If Sony does it, it'll force Microsoft and maybe one day Nintendo to do it. And that'll be the status quo at that time. That'll be what we do. But as far as really wanting user games to stick around and GameStop being a large proponent of that, I don't care, man. I really don't care. Personally, I never liked those guys. From what I heard that they did to consumers. And then outside of that, I'm mostly digital now anyway, so... Fuck them.
I don't know where you're coming from, man, because they got that. They have to come. But right now, if you are a GameStop member, like I am an Elite Pro member, and they did change their policies a lot. You know, so basically, for every game I buy, if it's pre-owned, you know, even though if it's still $60 brand new, I get it for about either $40 or $35. So at least they made some changes. And if you're a Elite Pro member, you get 40 instead of 20%. You get 40% on every trade. So at least they got better on that. But you're right, they did them to the sales, and you know, like they lost a lot of consumers because of those type of business, those anti-business practices they've been pulling for a long time. So. It is what it is. If they going out of business or when I'm selling the company, they gonna become something else, then hey, they did them to themselves, man. But is that all you got on that, Zen?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, what about you, Thrash? What you got on this?
Well, the way I see it, y'all gonna hate me again.
Nah, we're gonna respect each other's opinions.
I hate GameStop with a passion. I got horror stories with GameStop. I do hate them with a passion. But I do also understand why they are important to gaming, because it's one of the main places people buy consoles at, be it used or brand new. And consoles can't sell consoles without losing one of the biggest arms in consoles. We can all go to Best Buy, sure. We can all go to, you know, Walmart, but they don't sell used consoles. And, you know, so it's going to force a lot of people to buy consoles at full price, and a lot of people just can't afford that. That's one. Two, the digital age is hurting GameStop, and I heard they're working on licenses and ways to sell licenses and trade in licenses to GameStop. Like GameStop, I think it was even happening in the beginning of this generation with the Xbox, when they were trying to go with that DRM shit. One point I think a lot of people miss is that the internet isn't ready for a full digital future right now. Only half of the planet is connected, and way less than that, probably 14-15% actually have a decent connection to actually do so, while not having to pay for gigabytes. And you know, because people have, you know, limits in some, there's caps on some, you know, some online attributes in these cable companies and shit like that. Not to mention the whole what's that shit called with that internet shit that they got to where they can slow your internet down now, like that shit that GPie, that we also have that to worry about as well. So I think as far as Sony goes and Nintendo goes, they have more of a worldwide audience, and most of those people aren't connected to the internet. So they buy physical consoles and buy physical games to play with them because they just can't go online to do all this stuff. Microsoft is only big in two major demographics, that's Europe and America, and most of those countries, most of the people in those countries are already connected decently. But that's just those two demographics. That's just, them. And so I think Sony would lose a lot of money if they try to go and do all the way there. I think there's always room for physical games. And you're right, saying CDs and discs got played out because everybody, is getting Netflix and all that good stuff. But if you look at it from a worldwide perspective, Sony almost died because of it. And they need to keep these physical games. Everybody needs to keep them, even Microsoft. But I know Microsoft would benefit more than anybody because they're not really worldwide like everybody else is. And it's just it'd just be too much. We will be losing our freedom. We'll be losing our ownership with these games. Yeah, we don't own the licenses, but we actually own these games. We can actually trade them and give them to our friends or something. If we get all digital, there's no more of that. Unless they go and do that digital stuff you was talking about them trading, but still we don't have ownership. We can't get it back. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's losing more. It's giving them more and more control over what we own, what we pay for. They still have control over it. And that was the problem with the whole DRM thing in the beginning of this generation, that people was like, no, we want to own our shit. We don't want 24-hour check-ins. We don't want all this digital lifestyle right now. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden that changed for some reason, I guess. But fuck GameStop. I mean, GameStop should close the fuck down, and they should start all over and start giving gamers actual worth for the games they trade in. They would be in much better shape than they are now. And it's too late for the name. I think they should need to close it down. Somebody buy it, rename it like they did EB Games. Rename it to something else. Call it EB Games again. I don't know, but rename it and start treating gamers better, because they lost their way as far as treating gamers properly with the games they trade in. Trade in 7 games and get $10 back is just some hot ass bullshit.
Man, I remember them days.
Man, it's just hot ass bullshit. So they should have never did it. I mean, they did it. It's too late. The name is fucked up. They likely going to go out of business, but I think one of the moves they're going to do if they want to stay alive is to change their name, change their policies, and start being more pro-consumer and less with this whole trying to rob little kids and gamers and try to make us get subscriptions to bullshit. No, it just doesn't work. So that's my take on it.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I remember them days when they did me like that before. I was I think I was either in high school or college. It was, I don't know, either 05, 06, I don't know. But yeah, they did me like that. I forgot what games I had. I had a bunch of games. I think I had maybe about 8 or 9 games, and they gave me like less than $20. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And they turned around and sold those games for at least $25 to $30 a piece. I was like, man, wow. What a fucking ripoff, man. They gave me less than $20 and profit probably around $150. I was like, that is some certified bullshit. So yeah, man, like stuff like that, people is never gonna forget. They like an elephant. They ain't gonna never forget. And anti business practices equals a lot less consumer base. A lot of people went to Best Buy. A lot of people doing digital. A lot of people, they going to Target. They going every. I will say Toys R Us, but they out of business. So, there's other options to buy your video games, and it's correct. They still, mostly gamers still go to GameStop because they got a chokehold in this gaming industry. About 20,000 stores worldwide. But it's going to change because they slowly on the decline. They closed 150 something stores. I think last year. That's a lot of stores. And they still is planning on closing stores because it's just not looking good. Just looking at the fact that the next Xbox console will probably be a streaming box. So what they're going to say about GameStop? Only thing that they can profit off of Xbox equipment is the hardware and the controllers. And it's pretty soon we probably ain't gonna have no type of physical releases at GameStop. I don't know. It depends if the next Xbox is gonna have a disc drive or not. I don't know. But if it is a streaming box, then that's gonna spell trouble for GameStop, because a lot of their sales come from not only just Xbox games, it's the pre-owned games. They won't be able to sell pre-owned Xbox games. That's what they make most of their profits, and that's gonna hit them very dearly. So I don't know. Time will tell whenever this happens. And like I say, they did this themselves, and hopefully they can make some changes. Maybe change their name. I know they used to be Foco Land back then. They changed the name to GameStop, and maybe they need to make it. They need to reboot themselves. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe reboot themselves, and we should see how it goes. What you got on this, Dirty?
I think, man, just GameStop. Period, man. They just looking out for themselves. They trying to get as much money as they can from us. They don't care about gaming. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about us. Only thing they care about is that dollar. And after that really hurt them at the end, because like you said, like Zen, I think it was Zen said, you could take no, that was you. You buy a game, walk out the store, turn back around, and they giving you like $15 for a $60 game.
Yeah.
And the only reason sometimes I would go into GameStop is like if it's a older game I'm looking for. Like if it's something for the PS3 or the 360 that I want in my library. That's the only reason I go back into GameStop. For new stuff, I don't go into GameStop. It's just they just shot themselves, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, they need to reboot themselves. And with just digital, it has its pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? Just like physical. I'm a collector. I still have all my consoles since the original NES.
Oh damn.
And I love my physical because I can go back and plug up I went back and plugged up my N64 because I wanted to play some WCW versus NWO Revenge. And I got a physical copy. You know what I'm saying? And it goes like with the 360. Back with the 360 and PS3, they was talking about, doing doing digital copies. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But at the end, okay, now let's just say for last generation, I brought nothing but digital for the 360 and PS3. Rarely bought anything physical. Everything was digital. Now let's just so happen to say that Microsoft and Sony ended, you know what I'm saying, the service for the 360 and PS3. And I just so happened to go back like, man, you know what? I want to go back and play some games on the PS3. Guess what? The hard drive went out. I have no physicals because I got digital. How would I get that? How would I get those games back? And Sony pulled the service on that console. So that console is dead. My games are gone. It's like I gave you $60 just to play the game, but not own it. Because once they pull that service, guess what? My games are gone. I can't get those games back. But if I had my physical, man, I can go plug up the 360 right now and, pop in anything and play it. I might not have online, but at least I can play the single player, the campaign. But when you going into that digital, that's what's going to hurt, because whenever I want to go back to an old console, I can, because I got physical. But once you say, hey, we just going to go all digital now, once you cut ties and service to this console, because you done moved on to the next console, dude, I have nothing to play. And who's to say that hard drive is going to last 20, 25 years from now when I want to plug it back up? I could go in my closet right now, pull out my NES, and play Duck Hunt, play Contra with no problem. I can't do that if it was just digital back then. I'm just out of luck. But now we have consoles that have hard drive. Everything had to be installed to the hard drive, which I still don't like that it have to be installed to the hard drive. Because basically that's still like digital.
Yeah, basically.
So once that hard drive is shot, it blows out. I have nothing to play. I just got a console with no games. So I'm not saying digital is bad. Like I said, it has its pros and its cons, and physical also has its pros and cons. But me, as a gamer, I want my physical because I want to have it where I can hold it, touch it, see it, and put it in the machine. And know, even if the hard drive goes out, I still be able to play that. Excuse me, I still be able to play that game. Even if they cut their service to it, I still be able to play that game. So that's my thing on it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. I totally agree with what you just said, Dirty. Overall, I just think digital has more value, but of course, digital is more convenient. What about you, Alex?
Oh, okay. About GameStop going out of business, right?
Yeah.
I have a different view than most people. I actually align more with what Thrash said about GameStop, and that I feel it's kind of necessary because they're really the only. He is right. They really are the major player when you want to trade in stuff or buy used consoles.
That's true.
You buy a lot of used games. Real, I buy a lot of used games, so we both trade in games a lot. I live in Canada, so here it's indie games. They're not nearly as bad as GameStop as far as customer service and whatnot, even though they are owned by GameStop. But I actually like EB Games. I shop at EB Games quite a bit. I trade in stuff there when I'm done with it, so I don't have a problem with them. I know a lot of people just are like, fuck GameStop, all that shit. But to me, I've never had an issue with them. I'm hoping they get bought out. The rumor is Amazon. If Amazon buys them, that could be really cool. Because Amazon is a big player for video games now. If you have Amazon Prime, you get the 20% discount on new games, so that's really cool. If they could bring that to a store level, that could be pretty interesting. But like GameStop did this to themselves. They were really slow to react to a lot of things. Like it was pretty clear that digital was going to get a lot more popular this generation. That's just the way things are going, and they didn't adapt. A very similar situation with Toys R Us. They didn't adapt to a changing climate, and now look at them, they're gone. But GameStop's got what, like $1 billion left in the bank? They used to have $9 billion, so they've lost over $8 billion.
Are you serious?
10 years. Yeah.
Oh damn.
So like, this is what happens when a large company doesn't adapt and they just stay arrogant and they just think what they do is going to work forever. That's not how the world works. That's like the digital age is coming at some point. Like I'm on PC, so I do have a lot of digital games. So I've become more accustomed to them, but I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people only want physical, just because you get that like feeling of ownership. But even as we move on with physical games, a lot of them are online. You need online checks for these games, online updates, and a lot of times the games won't work if you're not online. Even if you have the physical disc, sometimes it's useless. But I don't know, like GameStop, they're in a tight spot. I hope they get bought out because I don't want to see a gaming company of their size disappear. Because at the end of the day, all that means is that's one less place for us to buy games. That's one less place to offer competition for games, which means we get less deals. I'm not about that. I'm not about getting worse deals.
That's true.
So I hope that GameStop can survive this. We'll see if they can. They're starting to try and change. That's why you see their stores, half the stores are filled with toys now, because they're trying to sell, like offset the cost of these digital games. They're trying to sell you memorabilia and action figures and whatnot. Like, and they're finally starting. They should have did this a long time ago, but like, I don't know, man. They're in serious trouble, and it sucks because like Best Buy, they don't do their gamers club anymore.
Really?
Because they quit. They're done with that.
Damn.
Because they probably knew ahead of time that GameStop was going to run into these issues. So why does Best Buy need to offer you deals if they have less competition?
That's true.
So it's not a good thing to see a big company disappear like this. I know a lot of people just don't like GameStop, but it's not good for you for a large company to disappear that sells video games. There's not that many places that primarily sell video games.
That's true. That's all you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point, y'all. Alex Thrash, that's a really good point. Kind of like, a lot of stuff I really don't agree with Sony. Like they ahead, they do a lot of anti-business practices in my opinion, but I still want them to be in the console market because without Sony, it's gonna only leave Nintendo and Microsoft. And the way Microsoft has been, giving us a whole bunch of pro-consumer deals this whole entire generation, well, except exclusives, but they give us a lot of good deals on a lot of things. But the reason why we have that from Microsoft because of the competition with Sony, they getting their ass cooked, so they have to give you a reason to buy their console or buy their services. So that's why we're getting all these really great deals on that side. So we don't want no monopoly. That's basically what y'all was trying to say. We don't want no monopoly in the retail stores, and we need GameStop. Whether you like GameStop or if you don't like GameStop, just remember they are like PlayStation in the retail department. They basically got majority of the install base, and without them, if they go, then a lot of anti-business practice will come. So, and plus, just look at the fact that yes, I buy a lot of used things, and not many places sell used things unless you go to a mom and pop store. But overall, like I want GameStop to stay. And they are known to do a lot of shady shit. And they still piss me off right now. Every time I buy a game, well, you don't want to pre-order Black Ops 4. You don't want to pre-order Tomb Raider. God damn it, man. I always have to pre-order everything every time I go. They always trying to force you to pre-order things. I don't know what it is about that. But, it's the things that has to change, man. And slowly they're getting better. But at the decline that they are going, hopefully they could get things changed at a faster pace than waiting 2 to 3 more years down the line when gaming goes a lot more in the digital side. So yeah, man, like I want them to stay, man. Even though a lot of people don't agree with GameStop being here, I want them to stay so we can get continuous good business practices from other retailers. Nick, did you go? No, you didn't go. What you think, man?
Oh, sure. Make the white guy go last.
Oh! I was trying to go a whole podcast without the whole white thing, man. There you go. You want me to bring it up, Nick. You want me to bring it up. Jesus fucking Nick.
I couldn't help it.
Damn, Nick said he should go first.
Damn.
Just like in real life. God damn, Nick.
White power.
Anyway. Like, so anyway, for GameStop, it's like, even though, like, the problem I've had with them is like, yeah, okay, so things like digital, there are common problems and stuff like that, more people in digital and stuff like that. Well, where I live, like, GameStop has a lot more competition around it than some in other areas, so it doesn't really affect me that much. I can go with something else. But other than digital being, like, one problem, a problem with stuff like that, and the whole thing, their customer service has never been. It's just been. I mean, there's probably some good ones out there, but every GameStop I've been to, it's just been like the just shitty ass, like pissed off employees for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe they treat them like shit over there and they take down the customer. I don't know. But like, I go to these places and I try to buy a new game, and I'm like, they're like, oh, did you pre-order it? I'm like, well, no, I didn't. Well, then we don't have any for you. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I mean, I know pre-orders are important, but you don't get, like, you're a game store. You don't have a regular stock for the regular things going to come in and out throughout the day. I mean, is that a thing you guys are doing? That's kind of shitty and stuff like that. So there's that going on, and they bought up all these game stores throughout the years, and now like. Yeah, so they like, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. So anyway, I like, it's kind of bad, but at the same time, it's like, we're not saying shit. They're sitting there pressuring people to get subscriptions. Not everybody like that. The whole trading. They had done a lot of shady shit. A lot of people who it probably didn't help that a lot of people worked there throughout the years. They go out there and they start a YouTube channel. Tell you about all the bullshit that GameStop did to them behind the scenes and to the customers, and like, yeah, they did this and everything. Word like that spread too, and it's like that really hurt them at the same time. Things like that too. So they were like sitting there kind of Because then when you have ex-employees who just came out and said, yeah, this is the kind of shit they're doing. And this is why you really shouldn't shop there and stuff like that. Now, Alex said he's got EB Games, which is more or less kind of the same thing, but they're probably a little better out there than they were down here. So GameStop kind of got a little too big for the britches at some point, and they just started like thinking they were untouchable. It's like that when they're sitting there. Now they got like Amazon Prime out there, Best Buy, they canceled their Gamers Unlocked thing. They're not doing that anymore. But I mean, if you still have it, you have it until it runs out, but you're not gonna be able to renew it anymore. It's like that. Some people think maybe they did that because they knew some shit was going down with GameStop. So, and it's possible that that's true also. So, but yeah, they kind of burn their own bridges and stuff like that. Like I said, for me personally, I've just had some bad customer experiences with the Flash. They weren't exactly too friendly with me, but like I can't use that as an overall for an entire company because like there might have been some good stores out there and stuff like that. And I've been to some better ones, but like and stuff like that. But I've just had like bad experience. So a lot of other people too, and they really just kind of pressure people into things they don't really want to buy as well and stuff like that. But it's just really I'll give you something. It's like. It's not so much they're going out of business yet. They're just kind of trying to sell off some assets, is what I'm hearing, right? Or am I like missing something here?
They're looking for a buy on it.
So I still want to buy them out.
Yeah.
Because they bought out a bunch of other game stores throughout the years. They bought out the competition. Now they had none, and they thought they can do whatever they want, and now that's starting to bite them in the ass because their competition is definitely, even if you buy something online, you can still buy a physical copy from online, like Amazon or something, or Walmart.com or whatever, BestBuy.com, which I've done, like all those places. If I can't get a game nowhere else, I'll get it from there online. But you can still buy the physical copy, so stuff like that. That's pretty much all I got on that. So I don't know. For me, I'm not really going to miss them, but I know it's a little harder for other people because in some places, GameStop's all they got.
That's true.
They might be a little worried about what's going to happen if GameStop goes away.
Okay. All right. We had a decent show after the hiccup we had earlier. We actually, waited our turns, and it was more of a professional show. So I appreciate that panel, and I won't do this going forward, man. I know we have fun, but if I feel that it's getting out of control, I got to put a stop to that. And once again, I apologize about that. But yeah, that gets some questions in the chat, man. And anybody else has anything in the panel you want to bring up? Anything we missed out or anything? Y'all got
why aren't we talking about this Xbox doll?
See? Oh my God. That dog got nothing to do with you, man. I want that. Okay, who on the panel wants a goddamn doll, man?
Here we go.
Who wants an Xbox doll?
There's a doll, some kind of dolly thing with an Xbox controller in its hand, and it's become this big meme now because people have nothing better to do. Apparently, it's supposed to be a little doll to get girls to be more accustomed or more comfortable being gamers or something like that.
Sounds like a little.
It's the year of the HJWs.
Whatever the case is, the damn thing looks creepy as hell. It's like a female Chucky with an Xbox controller. I don't know why they would even make that, but hey, you know what? It's Microsoft. These are the same guys who made the Xbox onesie, if you remember that. Yeah, so, they do weird shit. When you got money like that, you do weird shit, I guess.
One thing about Microsoft...
Basically, trying to build with a controller.
Yeah.
One
thing about Microsoft, I can give them credit. At least they trying to branch out and cater towards everybody. We won't really talk about much. Remember that controller that they showed that is for like disabled people. So at least they're trying. At least they're trying to cater towards everybody, so they can.
Legitimately cool. This doll is hilarious.
Well, obviously it's not for us, unless you are a man child and weird. But see, okay. For instance,
I assure you, forget man child, bro. I assure you, there's some grown ass men in their late 30s and 40s that are gonna be buying this thing for collector's purposes. All right. And Alex, man, look, I don't want to put your dirty laundry out there. I don't want to hear no shit from you. You have like 200 amiibos. Shut the fuck up.
The amiibo do I don't want to hear no slander about amiibo going forward. I don't want to hear no slander about Labo. Y'all got dollies.
Oh yeah, and cardboard. Yeah, I forgot that.
Oh man, there it is. No, to be honest, man, like my daughter, she's playing the Xbox right now. Like I got 2 Xboxes, one for my kids and one for me, the Xbox One X. My son, he's in the living room playing my X, and my daughter, she's in her room playing the Xbox. So if I show my 11-year-old daughter this, then obviously she'll think it's cool because she into that type of stuff. I think she think it will be cool. So it's not for our demographic. It's not,
right, yeah.
Unless you are I'm not gonna say the P word. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Unless you're a pedophile, I'm just be real. That's pedophile type of stuff, man. It's not normal for a grown man to have that doll. Who is it normal?
Look. Yo, if you want to touch the dolly, you touch the dolly. So long as you touch no real kids, do you, bro? More power to you.
I gotta look this up. I gotta see how this doll look like.
Yo, it's funny.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
Hey.
Saw this shit.
I think it's positive for gaming, man. I think it's revolutionary for gaming.
Hey, just look at my thumb. Look at my thumbnail from yesterday, Dirty. Look at my thumbnail from yesterday. The stream I did yesterday. You see my thumbnail?
Okay.
You know what's funny though? This is Xbox's biggest exclusive of the year.
Jesus
man,
Christ.
shut that shit down, man. What are you talking about?
I told you, Alice cannot go one podcast without trolling the Xbox. I told you.
Man, what the hell are you talking about?
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, it's a good thing for gaming, just like the Labo, and it's introducing kids who can't play games into gaming, man. So it's starting off the generations early with gaming kids. It's a healthy thing, but it's just not healthy when you ain't got no damn games.
For Real's unboxing video of these balls.
See, why the hell do I want to buy something like that?
And shit.
Wow.
Unbox clothes.
Now that's something I expect Bird Hugger to do, not me. Cause he the one that streamed Barbie's Dream House on YouTube a few years ago.
Man, real, my dude, you a grown man with a wife and kids. Clearly, you're sexually, straight. So, you don't got to worry about it, man. If you want to buy the Xbox doll and unbox it, ain't nobody judging here, dog. Do it. Go ahead.
Not at all.
I will show up live to watch you unbox that shit.
Oh, hell no. If I do that live, then y'all unsubscribe and block me for the rest of y'all life.
Bro. Hey, I suggest you get 2 girl dolls and then reenact The Last of Us. That's the closest the Xbox is going to get to The Last of Us.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think Ninja Theory can make something happen. They have a talented studio for single player games.
No, Real, don't want to go there, man. They still sore about that. They still touchy about that.
No. I'm scared for them.
They got potential. They got potential. They got potential.
I'm a screen share so the people in the chat can see.
Oh my god.
So, can you guys see it on the screen?
All right, yeah, go. Yeah, I'll see it.
You guys can see. Okay, here's the little setup. You got your little chair. You got your little headset. You got your little Xbox. Here's the little dolly.
Damn.
Oh my
God.
god.
What that was. I seen that doll, but I just didn't pay attention that it was for Xbox.
Wait, hang on. Is the doll 50 and then the setup is 50? Is it like 100 for this whole thing?
I think the doll is separate.
Oh, damn.
Go back to the setup.
I think the setup itself is 50.
It says your gaming set is
okay.
50.
It's 50. And how much for the doll?
The doll, they don't have a separate. The doll's definitely separate because these dolls you buy them by themselves.
Oh my god. Who the hell? You know what? More power to you. If you want to buy that shit.
And don't worry, real. They got you covered. It's not just a little girl's doll. You can get a little boy's doll.
Oh my god.
That's even worse, man. That's even worse.
I heard the controller though. I heard if you press the middle button on the controller, it'll cut your Xbox on though, man. That's the one.
Oh really?
I think it has a hologram.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, see, it has a
really?
projector on it.
They're not serious with this bullshit, man. Wow.
Man.
I don't know, man.
Is that an audio jack? What is that?
Yeah, it looks like an audio jack. I don't know what it's for though.
Hey, what tripped me out is it looks fake as fuck. When I first saw it, I was like, this some fake. Somebody put this together and threw it on Twitter.
You can buy it right now.
It's really real, bro.
It's already got 3 out of 5 stars.
Oh,
my GameStop exclusives.
You know what? It's fine, man. It ain't for us. It's for the.
Oh wow! CVL said the Michael Jackson edition. Oh damn! Oh damn! That's major shade, man.
That's crazy, man. Hey, I guess if Nintendo will go get it with that cardboard, man, this is Microsoft's turn. I'm waiting to see what Sony do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm waiting on Sony. What's next? Which one?
I don't know, man.
Sony has some Totaku with those Amiibo knockoffs.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh yeah, right.
They do got those.
Yeah, we still gotta get these questions, man. Tony, yeah, you are right. A lot of PlayStation guys are pretty mad. Did somebody block Ninja Theory because they went to Xbox?
That was Jay Bari.
Oh my God! What?
That's dumb.
Is he dead, man? What?
Is he that bullshit?
What?
You just said that. I didn't know about that. You just told me that. That's what I'm talking about, man. These people were like, they had a video. They showed you a video. Like, hey, it was either this or we die.
Or
so what you're trying to say is, what you're trying to say is, you rather see Ninja Theory go under than have a chance of making more games. Just because you don't play on the platform they're making games for now.
Ooh, wow.
Unbelievable.
I like Jay Barr. He's my boy. He be on my podcast sometime, but that's some fuckboy shit,
He
man.
was definitely trolling though.
No, he shouldn't have said. Yeah,
I really hope he was trolling. I hope he was trolling because he wasn't.
Well, I mean, maybe he was trolling, bro. But there are a lot of people who were legitimately salty about this. Yeah,
and most of them didn't even buy fucking Hellblade.
That's a huge win for Microsoft and a big blow to Sony using Ninja Theory.
Yeah. Oh wow.
No, I don't think it's a blow. I honestly, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. But I don't think it's a blow. No, they do. They make sense.
I think Hellblade kind of.
I love them.
I think Hellblade kind of put them on the map. They was already here for a while, but Hellblade was an amazing game. I hadn't played it yet. I saw gameplay, and a lot of people praised the game. It's an amazing game, and that game kind of helped put them on the map. So that was a big win.
Heavenly Sword put them on the map with me.
Yeah.
They made Heavenly Sword.
Yeah.
They made the other one with the little slave dude. I forgot what it's called. Enslaved, I think.
And they did they do the Devil May?
That's the one that turned me on to Enslaved.
They did Devil May Cry as well. The reboot. Yeah. Remember that? They did that one too.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. No, they're great. I'm just scared for them. I mean, Rare was great too. Rare was really great.
Yeah. Used to.
Rare. I'm just scared for them, bro.
You see, the thing with Rare and Microsoft's past is that they were very, what's the word I'm looking for here, heavy-handed in the way they handled their studios. They told them what to do, when to do it, how to do it. And if you know anything about game development and how game developers think, when you tell a game developer to do something and their heart is not in it, the product usually suffers in the end, right? So
yeah, look at Halo.
Because I don't want to do this. I'm just doing it because you told me to. Yeah. Well, that's a different story. So, man, it's let's put it this way: Hellblade was a great game.
Yeah.
And they did that. I think the team was 20 people and $10 million.
They did that on a high-end indie budget, basically.
Yeah. So imagine what they can do now with Microsoft's backing.
Yeah.
It's what I assume will be much more people.
And you said you did make fun about the whole Last of Us. I think they have potential, man. They have potential, the money to make a Last of Us type of game. Yeah. They have the potential. I don't know, man.
That's a hard stretch.
Okay, with the talent that they have and Microsoft's money, that's a good. Yeah, that's a huge million.
That's all.
Then, of course, via the video, right there in the video that they made specifically to help people understand why this was happening, they said, when when they were approached by Microsoft, they pretty much said, "Hey, if you're gonna do this, we want creative freedom. We want the ability to do what we want, when we want, how we see fit." And they thought that the conversation was over at that point. But then Microsoft pretty much said, "Yeah, you can have all of that." So, if that's true, they have creative freedom. We don't need to worry about Microsoft coming in there all corporate style and manhandling anything that they have to do.
Turn this into a game bitch.
Damn. All right.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like this, man. If they do, and they're gonna go out and they're gonna do anything they want, they're gonna launch their game. If that game isn't successful, Microsoft is gonna step in. You watch.
As long as Microsoft just let them do everything and don't bird dog them, let them do what they always do best, then we can have a good game. And that's why Sony exclusives be so amazing, because Sony don't step in. They know that they know that they know what they're doing. They trust them. So they don't need to. They don't need to be, just basically bird dogging like Microsoft did this generation with their developers. And of course, they got the whole cancellation with Scalebound because it was just things got heated between Microsoft and Platinum Games. Like it got bad, man. So by them getting all these studios, hopefully it could put a lot of pressure off of Microsoft and let Microsoft let them do what they do best. Let them make video games, especially if they got the talent.
Microsoft needs to understand these developers, they're artists, they're creators. You gotta let them do what they do. You can't micromanage these guys.
Yes.
I think
no, you can't. You can't.
I think
you can't micromanage any artist.
Yeah.
Now under Phil, I think they're okay.
Yeah.
I think they're okay because this dude, yeah, he'll be like back in the Matrix days, the Steve Ballmer days. Those dudes didn't care. You put out, a AAA, money maker, or you're out the door, or we're cutting your funding or something like that. Phil seems a little bit more on the other side. So I think they'll be fine. I think it might be too early to talk, but I think they'll be fine.
Okay.
I mean, isn't it Booty though? I thought it was Booty, not Phil.
Well, I mean, Phil is the grand chief of them all. I mean, he's the head of gaming at Microsoft.
He still has to talk to Phil at the end of the day.
He still has to talk to Phil. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, what if it's Booty who said, "Okay, we're going to give you that freedom," and not Phil? Like, we probably that's not giving Booty his due diligence.
It's possible too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we really got to get to these questions, man. Tony said, "Do you think we have crossplay on Dragon Ball Fighters for the Switch and PC, Xbox?"
That's interesting. Actually.
I think that'd be pretty cool on that.
That would be cool, man.
Are there a lot of fighting games that do crossplay like that?
Only fighting game I know is Street Fighter 5 and PC. That's the only one I know.
PC, KI on Xbox and PC. That's
what
it.
About console to console though?
No.
Right now, no.
Nah, it's not going to happen. Nah, I don't think it's ever going. At least not with Sony. I just don't see them doing it, man.
That's the
nice.
only console board that I want to be a part of.
Xbox. Yeah, I would love. Yeah, me too. I would love to smack on some Xbox guys. I really would. I mean,
yeah, I'd love to smack on some Sony guys, man. I'll show you why we do this.
Flower Forum said, breaking news: GameStop bought out by Best Buy. They changed their name, the store name called Gamers Club. Damn, Gamers Club. That's messed up, man.
I thought you were serious for a second. I'm like, what?
You could have thought of a better line than that. You could have said like Gamer Club.
Oh damn!
Instead of Geek Squad, they call it like Game Squad.
Gay Squad? What? Did you say Gay Squad?
Instead of calling it trade, call it give me your money.
Give me your money, damn.
Just be 100% with it, you know.
They'll sell you.
Put you on the Robbie program.
Hold on, real. You better talk about cross-dressing Avatar on X. What? Whoa. Hold on, whoa.
I know that's coming up.
Cross-dressing now?
Yeah.
Man,
it's so much I want to say about that, but it's just 2018. It's
a result of the How many sexes do we have now? Like 500?
There's only 2.
Well,
yeah, but I mean, that people want to have recognized or have had recognized.
Yeah.
So,
identity. You should say sexual identities, I guess.
Yeah.
Sexual identities. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of Yeah, that's kind of a hard topic because I don't know who is gay straight in the chat, so I ain't trying to dig too deep in that. Because
The reality is Xbox is a part of Microsoft. Microsoft is a huge company. They need to worry about things like this.
Yep.
So they're forced to do stuff like this.
Well, it's 28.
It is what it is.
I believe everybody should have the ability to do what they do.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bad thing.
It doesn't bother me.
It's always a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
It doesn't bother me. Like, I'm gonna be real. I used to be a homophobe back then. Like, if it was a gay person by me, I'd be like, "Ew, get away from me." But I lived, and I'm saying you. This is when I was in high school. I'm talking about 10, 15 years ago. Like that's a long time ago. But as I got older, I understand where they came from. So I respect everybody. Whatever you are, I respect you, man. Like, there's no hate from me. I was taught to, you hate gay people. But I don't. Go ahead.
We kind of skipping ahead of ourselves. We kind of tripping here. I mean, this is Xbox Live. Most of these dudes gonna be female anyway.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you, I'm on Xbox Live every day. You get into a party with somebody. You're trying to do some multiplayer. Sexy ass avatar. Yo, what's up, my nigga? I'm like, what the?
How you
You're
doing?
expecting a different voice, right? So yeah.
My name is Candy. What else we got? Why you ain't talking? Oh no, he already got that one. Why would you buy Xbox doll with solid red voice box and it says you think you're a badass? I'm going to kick your ass.
Huh?
That would be funny to hear a country voice come out of that doll though.
solid red. Boy, I tell you, Solid Red is
die laughing.
Boy, he's already mad about all these women in the game. I think he's about to have a heart attack now. He is mad.
Not happy with this women in gaming.
After this E3 killed him, man. He was over there dying with this E3. He had Ellie in them. He had Gears of War have a female lead in the story.
I wish I saw his live reaction to seeing Kate being the lead in Gears of War, because that's one of the most dude bro games of all time.
That is true.
He must have lost his mind.
Well, I mean, that's what they're trying to do with it now, isn't it? In that 2-minute trailer for Gears 5, that's the most emotion I've seen.
Oh, I'm
in
all
Gears
for it. I think Kate's way better than JD anyways.
JD did look a little bit better now that he's a bit more.
It looks like this gonna be more of a story. More of a story oriented.
Yeah.
But don't Xbox guys hate story-driven games and won't just online games like?
They don't have it.
Well, Gears Online is pretty damn good. Actually, we played Gears the other day, man. I forgot how fun the game was. It's fun. I don't know why we don't play it more often.
That's my most anticipated game that we saw at E3.
But nah, man. Just to answer your question about the story-driven Xbox thing, that's more of a generalization. There are 3 points you need to hit to talk to an Xbox guy.
What's up, man?
Multiplayer, guns, violence. Hit those 3 points, you're good. You're gold. If you don't got guns, you don't got multiplayer, you don't got violence, you're probably not talking to the right audience when it comes to Xbox guys. But story, they'll play a story so long as it hits those 3 points. That's all it is. They're not into the whole single player thing. They rather play it with somebody.
Okay, Jalen Pipes. He always give us a question. He said, if Microsoft does a Halo Gears movie, who would be the perfect actors?
Halo or Gears or both?
Both. I guess both. I guess be the perfect actors.
What's his face? Batista say you wanted to play Marcus.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
That would be perfect. Yeah,
Batista.
And since we don't see. I mean, he could be anybody. You don't see his face, so I say Vin Diesel. Let him put on his deep voice.
Somebody made a Photoshop image. It was Batista, The Rock, and John Cena.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Like The Rock, Train, and like.
No. Terry, no, hell no. Terry Crews. Terry Crews has to be Coltrane.
Yeah, awesome.
Terry Crews. I'm sorry, The Rock. No, he is not. Terry Crews is awesome, dude. I like The Rock, but Terry Crews is awesome. Oh, you fucking wrestling fans. Okay, we about to wrap this bad boy up. Okay, we done past the fuckboy hours. So, yeah. this was a good show today. Started off a little, around a little, rough around the edges, but we got along. I appreciate that. Talk about the PlayStation, PS Plus and the Xbox Live, the comparison with the PC. Yeah, that got kind of toxic. And after that, we talked about the Crossplay, and then we talked about GameStop. And for some reason, we talked about this Xbox doll, in which Alex he wanted to talk about the doll for some reason. I don't know why.
Man, Alex, man, you're just projecting. You know you're gonna pre-order that thing.
I wasn't gonna let that one slide. You were gonna slip away with that one.
Well, it's not relevant to me, man. Well, anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate the donation, Stuart. And I guess after that, I don't really have anything else to say unless, King Thrash, what y'all doing on your channels? King Thrash, Alex, Nick, what y'all doing on your channels?
Who want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Nothing much. You know what I'm saying? Still doing my skits, my analyses. And my regular, stuff I do on my channel, man. A few of my people up in here, man, so they know how I get down. I put together some good work, work hard on my shit, man, and bring information to the masses. On top of that, I do my roundtable podcast on this separate channel. Like I told these guys before, any of them invited, to come on and give their opinions, on the roundtable. We have a lot of people who give separate opinions on there, so there ain't no one-sided talk on our thing. We all from different spectrums of the gaming, kind of similar to this podcast here. That's why I can sit here and be at home, because everybody has their own opinions, and that's what makes a great podcast, and that's what makes this podcast.
Is your podcast as toxic as mine?
Ours is like low key built on toxic. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's not that bad. It's just. We do things like on ours, man. Like we do, like we have even the chat room. We address like with the troll. You know how the chat section is just more toxic than anywhere. Yes. So we kind of bring those into light too. So we do our thing. It gets bad, but it stays. Everybody loves each other there, man. So it stays cool, 100%, man.
Okay, so we did talk about this collaboration. When you trying to do it? We got to.
Whenever y'all ready, man. Whenever y'all ready, I would like to have the whole panel. You know what I'm saying? All y'all can come on, man, and we can talk gaming. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it won't be no attacking or nothing like that.
Yeah, we got to send some subscribers. We got to send subscribers. So from my channel, your channel, my channel, we got to do some collaborations, man.
Yeah, it's real. I'll bring the round table here first if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We'll all come on here, then y'all can all come on there. And we can expose each other to each other's people. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn. It's about to get toxic.
See what it is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It'll be real toxic. Put your toxic hat on.
Oh, shit.
Put your Xbox flip-flops. With your Switch underwear. Get it ready.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be ready.
Oh, damn.
Get your Xbox dolls. For y'all, for the soft party, go ahead and hug your Xbox doll.
All right, y'all heard, y'all. We gonna get this collaboration, man. We got to get our channels out there, man. We got to do some collabs, man. But what about you, Alex? What you doing, man?
Well, first thing I'll be doing is downloading this podcast and putting up.
Oh God, there you go again. You cannot go 1 week without putting my podcast on your channel.
Hey, man. You asked, I answered.
Jesus. Okay, what about an active? Oh, that's right. You changed your name. An Alex Prime original idea for his channel.
Original one. After this, I'm gonna record my my Sony crossplay video. So I'll do that. Probably upload tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. That's how lazy I am.
Jesus.
Other than that, Mario Tennis comes out tomorrow, so we're definitely gonna be streaming that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get that tomorrow.
That's out. Captain Toad demo is out right now. If you guys are looking to play Captain Toad, try it out. That's on the Switch right now. So other than that, I'm gonna spend the rest of my day looking at Steam because the Steam Summer Sale started today, and I'm making a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
As far as Twitter goes, follow on Twitter. It's currently at ActivesiNGaming, or you can just type in Alex Prime, it should pop up, and join our Discord because it's toxic as hell.
Toxic as hell, Jesus Christ! You know, I'm not gonna say no. Okay, Nick, what about you, man? You've been streaming on Twitch a lot, man. Advertise yourself, man.
I'm more of a Twitch streamer now. If you want to check that out, just go to Gamer Nick Live. That is the channel that I do. And my YouTube channel, I just pretty much dump the streams that I did on Twitch, like on YouTube the next day. So if you don't really want to go to Twitch, but you want to see it on YouTube, it'll end up there usually like the next day and stuff like that. So basically what I'm doing, and much like Alex and me looking through the Steam sale, I already bought a few games. I bought Final Fantasy 15. That was half price. And shout out to Unforgiven, by the way, who gifted me a free copy of Doom for the PC.
Oh, nice. That was nice of him.
How are you gonna play Doom?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give Unforgiven a shout out. He's been nice lately. He's been donating to my channel. He's been donating to.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. He's been donating, man.
Doom to my channel.
Yeah. He's toxic though, but he's a good dude. Very toxic.
He got select for me and bothered me for 2 months because I wouldn't play it, and then I played it, and then I said that wasn't good. And he got me.
Yeah. I don't want to forget my boy Guru the Legends, man. Like, yeah, he's been supporting my channel a lot, and I did bought that game you want me to play, Aliens Isolation. I did buy that game. It's just I just hadn't had the time to stream it. I know he wants me to stream it. I do have it. I'm not sure if he's still here, but I do have it. I do appreciate your donations you've been giving me. You still going, Nick?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, I will say Dirty and Zen, but y'all don't really do much on your channel no more, do y'all?
Nope.
No,
Retired and extremely happy.
Damn, he's extremely it's like that.
I'll probably do some on Mixer after this. Probably live stream World War II team deathmatch, just the first 5 kills.
Okay, where can they find you at?
What's that?
Where can they find you at the stream? Oh, you said Mixer. What's your Mixer name?
Old Dirty 360.
Old Dirty 360. Okay, all right, people. That about wraps it up for tonight's Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast, and I really appreciate y'all guys for tuning in, and I will see y'all on the next ride. Peace out.
Y'all got Xbox dolls.
God dang, you always gotta say the last word before.